Would you please remain standing and remove all caps as we honor America by the playing of our national anthem performed by the Racer Band? Razor fans, on your feet for Go Big Blue.
What is good? Duncan, Oklahoma, Chisholm Holland, and Cody Wade along with you this afternoon as the Duncan Demons are starting district play on the road against the Newcastle Racers. Cody, a new opponent for Duncan that we have not seen before.
Yeah, Newcastle, they're bumped up to 5A this year. Looking forward to getting to play them and see what they're all about. They have great facilities. It's really nice here. Yeah, starting off district play, Duncan's 2-2. Newcastle's on a 3-game losing streak, and this is where it all starts. Those first usually 3 non-district games. We did 4 this year. Those are just to get you prepared for district play, and this is what it's all about, and road to the playoffs.
Absolutely. It's nice to get a little bit of new blood inside this district. I know that some of those old rivalries going away is sad, but obviously getting a new opponent here in Newcastle, just an hour north of us, is going to be a whole lot of fun. Talked to Coach Terry before the week got started about kind of coming into this game. A new face that we have not seen this year, senior Jackson Pogue, who missed the first 3 games after a Tommy John surgery during baseball season, is going to make his debut. Cody, not limited really in any other way except for throwing, so he won't be coming in at quarterback at any point this game. But it's nice to have kind of who I would say is really the big locker room leader for this club back out on the field.
Yeah, he's a big leader. He's a senior. This is going to be his last year, so it's nice to have him back and get him into some of these games, and I think he'll help with some of the injuries we have, like to Sincere Young. You know, you can throw in Jackson as a wide receiver. Looking forward to watching him play, and looks like he's one of the captains tonight.
Yeah, that doesn't shock me to see Jackson out there as one of the captains. Obviously, Cody, injuries was a big story about Shawnee last week. They had a lot of injuries. Only one senior suited up for that ball game. Duncan coming in a little bit more healthy. Still some injuries along that offensive line, specifically with Jackson Kahn, the center, who has 2 broken hands. Which,
yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, that's a tough straw to draw there for Mr. Kahn. But getting a little bit healthier up front. But you mentioned, I think the big thing with Jackson coming in is the playmaking on the outside. Boston White carried a lot of water last week, especially when Jason Kortmeyer was struggling in that second half. And so I expect him to give him a little bit of a boost on the offensive side, especially on the outside.
Yeah, no, looking forward to it. I think we get like Garrett Henry back on the offensive line. We're going to throw in some freshmen, C.J. Warner, Sam Lipscomb, I know, is going to play a little bit tonight. See him on maybe special teams. But, no, I was looking forward to this game. Newcastle, they've lost 3 in a row, so they're very hungry for a win.
Yeah.
Especially district play starting. So, Duncan, they showed a lot of fight last week against Shawnee. They had that one great touchdown drive, and they had some other drives that just stalled out, turnover on downs type stuff. But this team, they fight to the end. You know, the 2 wins we have are all come from behind victories. So it's going to be a fun game tonight. The weather's beautiful.
Absolutely.
So, Friday Night Lights, let's go.
Starting a little bit later, we actually do get the Friday Night Lights right off the bat, right?
Sure
No
do.
sunshine at all. Talking again to Coach Terry about Newcastle. They're sitting at 0-3, but he said, don't be confused by it. They were 7-3 last year. This is a good football team that returned a lot of starters.
Yeah.
But the man in the backfield for Newcastle, let me double check here. Taylor Bradford is what Coach Terry says their biggest weapon. He didn't play in any of those games. He's making his season debut today.
Okay.
Coach Terry thinks, so that we think that offense is going to get a big spark for Newcastle. So Duncan is definitely going to have their hands full. But to your point, they've been in every game they played this year, especially going into halftime. We'll see if they can rally here in the first one of district play. Looks like Newcastle is going to get the ball first after the toss, and we'll get into that. But, Cody, let's go ahead and read some of these starters for the Duncan Demons this afternoon. We'll start with the offensive side of the ball. We mentioned him earlier, Sawyer Rice, the quarterback, the junior, going to be starting again here, his 4th game this season. Tavion Holland in the backfield. And then the outside, Boston White, C.J. Warner, who we saw a little bit of last week, Eric Hernandez, and Jason Courtmeyer. Jason Courtmeyer has been sick this week, but Coach Terry basically said we'd have to drag him out of the facility before they wouldn't let him play on a Friday. Jason obviously going to be a gamer and be out there this afternoon. Corbin Wade, Bryson Poindexter, Cord Byerly, Billy McClinton at right guard, and Corbin Torres at right tackle is our starting offensive line.
And on your defensive side of the ball, you got your team's leading tackler, Zion Butler, at the defensive end spot. The other defensive end spot on the opposite side, you have Billy McClendon. At your defensive tackle, you have Eric Reza. Your outside linebacker, Graham Goodson. Your 2 inside linebackers, Onyx Mayfield, Crew Budowski. Outside linebacker, Jason Courtmeyer. Your left center and your your left corner and your right corner, you have Sawyer Rice, Eric Hernandez. And then you have Boston White, Camden Villagrana at your safety positions.
Absolutely. Again, Newcastle, a 7-3 team from last year who moved up a class this season, coming into this one at 0-3. At quarterback, we're going to have Jackson Schinnel, Taylor Bradford, Blake Allen, Cody Nix, Jace Ledoux, Garrett Pratt, Taj Smith, Antonio Brown. Wow, Antonio Brown at tight end. Wide receiver, Evan Baker, Alec Sherman, Caden Longman at wide receiver. Then that defensive line for the Racers, Aiden Ecclesen, Blake Allen. I'll save you that one, Cody.
Yeah, I don't want
Taj
to read
Smith at defensive tackle, and Matthew Lowe at defensive end. Thomas Barbie at linebacker with Jackson Chenol and Preston Scangetti. Cornerbacks are going to be Caden Longman and Alex Sherman. And then at the safeties, Ashton Sherman and Evan Barker.
Yeah, I saw some of those names. I'll just let you take the wheel on that one.
Well, the trick is, Cody, is just to plow through it and act like you know what you're saying.
Okay.
Newcastle is going to be receiving the kick here to open things out of this ball game. So Duncan will be on defense first. You said it. Last week I think one of the big positive takeaways we can have is how good that defense looked in some pretty tough positions that they were put in last week. But they stood tall against a Shawnee offense that had a lot of firepower. So I think this is an advantageous situation for Duncan, maybe to get a little bit of momentum if they can force a quick punt here from the Racers.
Yeah, coming out on defense here and get a stop, that'd be huge. Last week, Zion Butler and Crew Budowski both led the team in tackles with 9. Zion had 5 for loss. Crew Budowski had 2 for loss. And then you have Jason Courtmeyer. He had 4 tackles for loss in that game. So you expect big nights for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Absolutely. I think Muñez is going to be our kickoff specialist this evening. As Duncan gets lined up, they're going to put it all the way over there on the left hash.
Number 80, Isaac Salazar, set to kick off.
Isaac Salazar is what the PA guy says.
Okay, yeah, number 80.
Okay. All right, let's get lined up. 2-man deep for Newcastle. Setting up on the left hash, a little unorthodox. I like a little craziness to start things, Cody. I'm into this. I'm into this. Keep me on my toes. Salazar, toe to leather. It's a short one, about the 25-yard line. Newcastle is going to field it, but 2 Demons are there quickly. They're going to wrap him up, put him down at the 29. That's where Newcastle will start. Good coverage there for Duncan.
Yeah, very good coverage. You got C.J. Warner and Tavion Holland both in on the tackle. We'll start the Racers out at their own 30-yard line.
All right, Newcastle's going to trot out there. And we'll see them on offense, obviously, for the first time this evening as things get going. And their quarterback, Jackson Chenol, will be leading the way with running back Taylor Bradford, again, making his season debut, we think, this evening. I think he is out there.
Yeah, number 5. There we go.
All right, 30-yard line. Two wide receivers on either side for the Racers. Running back split out to the right side in the shotgun. Got a blitzer on the left side for Duncan. That's Courtmeyer. Going to run it left. Big hole between the left tackle and left guard. Gets up to the 40, to the 45. Boston White drags him down. It's going to be a big run to start things off.
Yeah,
all the way out to the 48.
Yeah, about an 18-yard gain on, I'm sorry, what's his? Taylor Bradford, big run for him, 18-yard gain on the play.
Shotgun, same formation. Stacked, though, on the outside. Now they're in the pistol. Right up the gut to the 40-yard line. Big run there again. Right side of the defensive line that time, getting pushed into the interior.
Yeah, they go to Bradford again on back-to-back carries. Huge gain for him. He's starting off the game really good. They're just putting big holes out there for the Racers. Demons have got to get to him early or he will break one.
Yeah, Bradford, again, the guy that we watching coming into this one, getting work early. Hasn't played. You know he's rested, Cody.
Yeah,
why not give him the first 2 balls?
Yeah, fresh wheels.
2 on either side, still in the pistol. Quarterback signaling for motion again. Now they're going to hand it off to the right side, Bradford. Bradford gets outside that right tackle, no one home. Boston White, the safety, has to bring him down to the 26-yard line of Duncan. 3 runs. I mean, we're at 40 yards already for Bradford, 39 yards already for Bradford in this one, just on the first drive in 3 different plays.
Yeah, Racers are definitely trying to establish that run game early and get Bradford going for the night.
Lined up in the shotgun again, this time 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Different running back in here now. Looking to pass, going up that right side, going to test Sawyer Rice. Sawyer turns his head, swats it away. Great job there by Sawyer in the right corner of the end zone.
It doesn't get any better than that. He runs with him the whole way, turns his head, right as the ball's getting there, knocks the ball for a deflection. Just great coverage there by Sawyer Rice, and that's one thing Coach Terry, obviously didn't want to do this year is play guys both ways, especially your quarterback, but you can't keep Sawyer off the field. Just too good of an athlete.
Step for step with him. All right, we got Boston White and Sawyer Rice over here on this trips formation for Newcastle. Going to hand it off. Nope, they're going to throw a slant too high. Hernandez out there playing defense for Duncan, but that was a miscue there from the quarterback of Newcastle. We're on 3rd and long.
Yeah, the slant was there, just a little high. Hernandez was also playing coverage very well there, just a little high. Going to be 3rd and 10 here for the Racers. Demons do need a big stop here.
27-yard line for Newcastle. Got a long way to go. 10:39 left in the first. 3 receivers, including the tight end to the left side, wide receiver on the right. The Newcastle man, Taylor Bradford, back in there in the pistol. Snap goes. Newcastle looking to that right side. Now they're going to throw it to Bradford up on the wheel route. Nobody home. Bradford can't come up with it, though, just a little bit short. Looking for a call from the official, not going to get it, but we do have a flag.
There's a flag on the play.
Yeah, it's going to be holding on Newcastle. Onyx Mayfield running toe-to-toe out there on in man coverage. Just the ball, the receiver was there, just ball was a little underthrown.
Little short.
Yeah.
How many times do you think Onyx Mayfield wants to guard a wheel route?
Not very often.
Not very often.
But he did a good job.
He did a great job. He did a great job. Holding on Newcastle, it looks like. Decline. It's going to be 4th and 10. I can hear the coaches saying field goal. So here comes Newcastle with their place kicker. Trying to put an early lead on there. That clock's going to start. Lining up now for what will be a 45-yard field goal. It's going to be impressive. Duncan got everybody standing up. Oh, Sawyer Rice jumps. That 45-yard field goal is going to go to a 40-yard field goal. If you're Newcastle, now you look at each other and go 4th and 5. Doesn't seem as scary as 4th and 10.
I think it all depends. Obviously, they've got a big kicker. They think it has a big leg.
Yeah.
They're lining up for a 45-yard or so. we'll see what they do. Looks like they're going to keep him out there and attempt this field goal.
Yeah, it's always interesting to see what coaches do. Yeah, 4th and 5. Coach Terry telling everybody back as far away from the line as they can get. Here we go, 40-yard field goal. 39 now. They moved a little bit closer.
He got it.
He got it up and through, right down the middle. Newcastle up 3-0 on top of Duncan off their first drive. 38 yards rushing from Taylor Bradford. Gets things going for the Racers, but the drive stalls out with some good defense from Sawyer Rice and Onyx Mayfield up that right sideline, Cody.
Yeah, no, defense played pretty well there. You want to hold them to a field goal. You'll take that any day, keeping them out of the end zone. Newcastle, they started out very run heavy, then they started going to the pass. A penalty there on the holding call puts them back, makes them kick the field goal. You got to be pleased with Duncan's defense so far, except for the run plays. They can do a little better job there, but overall, you'll take it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, again, and this is homecoming for Newcastle, Cody. So you know they're coming out with a little bit more juice. You expect this first quarter, Newcastle's going to have a little bit of pep in their step, as they say.
For sure. And you kind of take offense to that, you know.
Yeah.
Whenever someone schedules you on your homecoming, normally they think they can beat you, right?
Right.
But so Duncan definitely wants to come out here and spoil homecoming for Newcastle.
I'm sure for Newcastle, though, this is tough, right? You don't know who the heck is in your district.
Right.
Who do I schedule? But to your point, you can't tell me Coach Terry did not mention this during the week.
Right.
Hey, these guys are coming out with their suits and dresses on. You know, try to have a big celebration on a night when you're coming to town. You got to take that personal.
Yeah. And, I mean, I hate to bring it up, but Duncan did go 1-9 last year, so that Newcastle saw that.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to schedule
Put it on the
homecoming.
schedule.
Yep.
Put it on the schedule. Let's play spoiler day. What do you say, Cody?
Let's do it.
All right, Duncan lined up to receive. It's Boston White back there by himself. I think that's Boston, or is that Sawyer? I can't tell.
Looks to be Sawyer.
Okay. That 3 and 4 sometimes at a distance.
For sure.
Hard to tell. Tavion back there as well as Eric Hernandez. We saw Sawyer take 2 kicks back last year. He's got to chase this one down. It's going to go into the end zone. Big leg here from Newcastle. Going to get us a touchback to get things started, so we'll trot out our way to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to be the first series for the Demons. Tavion, he had a really good game. We don't have his stats, or I don't, for last week, but he ran the ball really good. Duncan threw the ball quite a bit last week, so we'll see what they try to do here, if they want to start to get the run going, kind of like Newcastle did, or if they're going to start out throwing. And, you know, Sawyer's got a big arm, so I expect him to throw it a lot.
Yeah. You know, and Duncan has had some rotation along that offensive line already this year, and so running the football is a lot of timing, right? A lot of quick access stuff. So when you have guys shifting places, it gets tough. Shotgun here. Tavion Holland to the right side. Got 2-by-2 set. 4 wide receivers for Duncan. Sawyer Rice takes the first snap. Fakes it to Holland. Now he's going to throw it out.
Nice.
There we go. Open man. It's Eric Hernandez. Gets up.
He's down.
Oh, lost the ball.
He was down.
He's at the 38-yard line. The official.
He was down.
Calling him down.
Good call.
You know, in a fumble, I need that official to come in a lot quicker pointing at the ground. He waved it about 4 times before he said anything.
Yeah, good job by C.J. Warner there, number 13 on the play, freshman.
Welcome to the game, freshman.
Yeah, good job by Sawyer delivering a bullet pass.
All right. We got 5 wide. Tavion Holland's going to make his way back into the backfield in motion. Left side of Sawyer Rice. They're going to give it to him. No, Sawyer's going to keep it. He's going to the right side. Tries to make a man miss. Gets away from him. Back up to the 40, 42. Up the sideline. To the 48-yard line. Sawyer dancing around 2 different Newcastle defenders there. He's going to be about a yard short, 2 yards short of the first down marker.
Yeah, good job by Sawyer pulling that ball back from Tavion. Decided to run, broke a couple of tackles, huge gain, first down. Also, we forget to mention Billy McClendon making his first start of the year at the right guard position.
Yeah. Sawyer Rice, Tavion Holland to his right. Low snap for Cord Byerly. Sawyer's got to pick it up. Right after that right, he's going to throw it to the sideline, see if he can get it out of bounds, and he does.
Wow.
Good shot play there by Sawyer. Just get that ball out of bounds.
The arm strength on that. I mean, he was, you know, on his back foot there, and for him to get that ball away and get it past the down marker there, very good job by Sawyer.
That's so hard on the offensive line too, right? When that ball goes low and between your legs, now your quarterback is 10 yards further back than he's supposed to be, so you're trying to create a pocket, and those defensive ends just go right by you. The total angle changes for those tackles for Duncan when stuff like that happens. 9:52 left in the first. Duncan's first possession and their first third down. Third and let's call it 2.5. Sitting about the 46-yard line. Sawyer Rice waiting on the call from the sideline. We got 3 men to the right, 1 to the left. Again, a low snap off Sawyer's foot. He picks it up, now he's going to try and make his way back forward to get to the 45, and he can't.
Man.
It's probably going to go down as a sack, as a 1-yard loss. So that ball low again off Sawyer's foot. It's 4th and 5. Looks like Duncan and the punt team is coming on.
Yeah, it's just not. I mean, after you get the big gain from C.J. Warner on the first play, then you have the run by Sawyer to get the first down, and then the 2 bad snaps. You kind of got to start off a little better here for Duncan.
Number 30, Sebastian Morano is set to kick. Back deep for the Racers, number 15, Jackson Shaniel, and number 8, Caden Longman.
We got 2 retirement back for Newcastle. Full protection look here from Duncan. Snap low again, goes between his legs. He's got to get it off. It's blocked. Newcastle's going to pick it up at the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and they're going to scoop and score a punt block into the end zone. Snap was low. Punter couldn't get a hold of it and get it off. We've seen a couple of those this year, Cody, but Munoz has made done a good job in the backfield about scooping those up and getting them off anyway. No such luck that time against Newcastle.
Yeah, last week he had a couple of those, and he did an excellent job of escaping the pressure and getting the kick off. And this time he maybe should have tried a little punt fake there or something.
Yeah.
But good play by Newcastle to block the punt, scoop and score, and that's going to put them up 9-0 with this extra point pending.
All right. Oh, that snap was not great for Newcastle, but they got it off. 10-0. Racers on top. Duncan heads back to the sideline.
Yeah, it's just something they've got to work on here. They can't afford to have bad snaps like that this year. It's already been kind of an issue, but if they want to get out, get going, and keep this a ball game, it's just something they're going to have to work on and get better at this game.
I was talking to Coach one time a few years ago, and, coaching is a lot of different things. You got to be a teacher, you got to be an educator, you got to be knowledgeable about your sport, all that stuff. But he said the hardest part about coaching is when you have a player make a mistake and try to make sure they didn't think about it on the next play.
Right.
Right? We all say, you got to have that short-term memory. That's really easy to say, real hard to do.
Yeah, it's very hard to do.
It's going to be big for Duncan here. Right, you're down 10-0, but the good news is this game just started. You got a whole heck of a lot of time in a high school football game to get back into it. Crazy stuff happens all the time. So as bad as 10-0 is, 10-0, 9 minutes left in the first quarter is not quite 10-0 with 90 seconds left in the fourth quarter. You got to kind of realize that if you're the Demons over here, and don't let those 2 mistakes carry on for the rest of this ball game.
Yeah, it's super early. We know what kind of team this is. Sawyer's going to put them on his back. They're going to go down. They're going to put together some good drives tonight. They just got to eliminate the penalties and the mistakes.
Sawyer Rice waiting on it. Eric Hernandez and Tavion Holland back there with them as well. Newcastle, big leg. Last time it went to the end zone. This time it's going to be short.
Might go out of bounds.
It is go out of bounds. We'll take it. Duncan's going to scoot way up on this one.
Yeah, they should be at the...
Is it 35 or 40 in high school? I can never keep it straight.
I want to say 35.
I will admit, if I have one giant flaw, it's keeping straight what are college rules versus what are the NFL rules, which is what are the high school rules.
It's definitely hard to keep up with.
But it's always these infraction penalties that I always get backwards. Looks like they're going to set up at 35, so that's what we're going to call it, Cody.
40, yeah, 35, yeah.
All right, here comes Duncan. Last time, a little bit of success through the air on that initial play. Right, we saw C.J. Wardner, the freshman, get involved early. Then Duncan stalled out after that for a couple of miscues. Got Crew Badowski out there playing tight end. Tavion Holland on that left side of the pistol formation. Crew goes back in motion. Sawyer hands it to Holland. He's going on that right side, gets around the tackle. We have a flag in the middle of the field. Holland gets stood up after about a 2-yard gain. So right in the middle of the line. That's usually a holding, maybe a hands to the face. It's on Duncan. They're going to move him back.
Yeah, putting Crew Budowski out there at the fullback or tight end position, whichever you want to call it. I kind of like it. He's a big kid. He'd be a really good blocker for Tavion. If they can get that established, it could be a good weapon for tonight.
He's still out there now. 1st and 20 for the Demons. Ball's on the 25.
First and 20 for Duncan from their own 25-yard line.
Got another new body coming out there for the Demons. That's Jackson Pogue.
Yeah, Jackson Pogue.
Go-Go Gadget Arm himself. Boston White goes in motion. They're going to do a little read play there. Sawyer Rice is going to keep it, go up for about 3 yards. Kind of faking that jet sweep look.
Yeah, Sawyer pulls the ball back, and it was kind of slow developing.
Yeah.
So by the time Sawyer pulled the ball back from Boston, there was just nowhere to run.
Yep. Tavion out there trying to be a lead blocker for Boston, and I don't know exactly what defender Sawyer's trying to read there, but that's a tough play. Those are those timing plays. Hard to execute, but, man, they look good when they work. All right, we got 2 to the right, a tight end in the backfield. Motion, again, it's Boston White. They're going to give it to Tavion Holland this time up that right side. Breaks 1 tackle, and then gets stood up at the 30. Another short gain. It's going to be, looks like, about 3rd and 15-ish.
Yeah, Demons really trying to get the run going here. No pass plays yet on this series, but there's just been nowhere to run so far.
Struggling up front, trying to seal those edges or create those seams. This looks like an obvious passing situation, but we have seen them use Sawyer's feet a little bit in situations like this when teams aren't expecting the speed.
Yep.
2 on either side. Tavion standing to the right side. Eric Hernandez over here trying to get the call. Jason Kortmeyer out there as well. Ball snap, fake it to Holland. Now they're going to pump fake at Boston White. Sawyer's going to have to try to get out of it. Escapes 2 tackles. Now throws it up the sideline to Boston White.
Oh.
Too far. I think Boston was out of bounds, too. 7:22 left.
Man, the escapability there was really good by Sawyer, spinning out of that sack and being able to scramble to the sideline and get that ball away.
Yeah, I mean, he pulled back to throw that, so I immediately was looking at where's this ball going.
Right.
Able to pull it back in and get away from it and avoid the negative play. Good job there by Sawyer, but not a great possession from Duncan.
No, it's just 2 back-to-back possessions where
Well,
they just haven't been able to get in any kind of rhythm. It just kind of, everything's developing real slow, so Demons very anxious to get something going.
Here's this punt. Almost gets blocked again. Actually, he might have got a piece of it based on the way it's spinning.
Yeah, I think he did.
Up to about the 37-yard line. That's where Duncan will stop it. 7:13 left in the first quarter. 10-0 Newcastle on top.
And
you know, 2 different mistakes there, right? That first drive, right, it was the snaps. The second drive,
Right.
obviously, that holding penalty is what killed them.
Yeah, it looked to me like the punter was up closer because the snaps have been a little short, and he looked like he was a little close there, and it almost kind of backfired. They did get a hand on it, but that just gets the rushers and the guys trying to block that a little extra advantage there.
Sure. Little pooch punt.
Yep.
Normally that's when you have like a quarterback in the shotgun, right?
Right.
Nobody's expecting it, and there it goes. All right. Newcastle sitting at the 38. Shotgun, 2 on either side. A little bit of motion here. Move to the pistol with that tight end on that right side of the line. Ball snap, they're going to run that way. Behind the blockers. Oh, breaks 1 tackle from Onyx Mayfield. He's gone up the left sideline. Trying to use those wheels. Duncan catches up to him at the 27.
Yeah,
that's Bradford again.
Yep. Bradford, they just they're getting him going. He's gashed Duncan for 15, 20 yards every carry so far in this game, and it's his first game back. Like you said, his legs are fresh and ready to go.
Onyx Mayfield had a chance at him there, but just couldn't get his arms around him. Those running backs can be slippery in space, Cody. Bradford's still out there. We got 3 on one side. Bradford's going to line up in the pistol. Tied in on the left side of the line. They're going to run that way. Bradford up the sideline. Gets probably his shortest run of the day, about 9 yards. 3 Demons meet him right there at the first down marker.
Yeah, just a stretch handoff there to the outside, and Onyx Mayfield in there on the tackle after a 9-yard gain.
He's about 7 yards when anybody touched him, Cody.
Yeah, no, it was very well executed.
6:39 and counting for the Demons. Still in this first quarter, the Newcastle in the red zone. They got motion from left to right. Bradford still back there in the backfield. 3 receivers and a tight end. They're going to run right behind that tight end again, this time between the center and the guard. No one home.
Wow.
Bradford's going to scoot into the end zone over there on that left side. Just a little play right up the gut, then bounces it over to that left side. no corner on that side because all the receivers were on the other. Easy touchdown there for Newcastle, Cody.
Yeah, I don't think he was ever touched on that play. And the kid's a very good running back. This offensive line for Newcastle, they're just doing their job, blocking the Demons up front and creating these big holes. And so far, Newcastle up 16-0.
Number 23, Gage Bell, set to kick. Kick is up.
That's good.
It's good.
17-0, 6:19 left. This is Duncan Demon football brought to you by Sparklight.
What's it like having unlimited internet from Sparklight? It's like bellying up to an all-you-can-see digital buffet and indulging in endless cat videos without getting a single data cramp. Or binge-watching all your favorite shows without having to pay more. That's a lot of internet. And now, Sparklight is offering ultra-fast, reliable 1 gig internet for just $39 a month for 6 months. Get wall-to-wall Wi-Fi with unlimited data. Call or visit sparklight.com/savings. Sparklight, a new breed in high speed.
All right, we're back at it. 6:19 left. Duncan getting ready to get their offense back on the field for their third possession. First one derailed after some miscued snaps. Second possession, a holding call. Bumped Duncan back to a 1st and 20, and they never really got their feet back underneath them after that. We did see some success on that first drive, Cody, with a little bit of the passing game.
Yeah.
But then, things kind of stalled out around the 50-yard line.
Yeah, I think Duncan's going to have to do what they did last week, a lot of short curl routes, slant routes. The slant to CJ on the first play was very successful. Duncan tried to get the run game going on their last series, just couldn't do it. So I think they're going to have to kind of go back to what they did last week maybe and see if that can work for them. And because they did have a lot of success last week, just they had a few drives that stalled out on turnover on downs. But Demons, they need some kind of spark here on this next series.
I mean, the thing that jumps out to me, Cody, last week they had some success with those screens early,
yes.
right? In the second half, Shawnee kind of caught up to that game plan a little bit, but those first 3 or 4 screens that Duncan ran in that first half against the Pioneers. Am I getting my mascot straight? Shawnee Pioneers, is that right?
Wolves. Shawnee
Wolves.
Yeah.
Wolves. Yeah. I think who the Pioneers? I can't. Whatever. It doesn't matter. But those first few screens really worked.
Yes.
Be interested to see if we can get Tavion, maybe Boston White involved that way.
Yeah, the last couple years, last year and this year, Duncan, they really do love the screen pass, the dump off to Tavion, the wide receiver screen. So, yeah, we'll be interesting to see if they can establish this into their next series.
Newcastle kicking off from the 25 after the penalty. And here we go. He's got a big leg. Sawyer's going to catch it at the – oh, nope, sorry. It's going to be Eric Hernandez catching it at the 15. Going to make his way to the 30. Going to try to get back out to the outside. Cuts up field to the 34. That's where he'll be stopped. Good field position for Duncan to start this possession.
There must have been a penalty that I never saw because they kicked off from the
25.
Yeah, the 25. Normally it's kicked off from the 40. So
I mean, that's taunting, unsportsmanlike conduct, something like that.
Definitely was. And it does help with the Demons' field position starting out on the 33-yard line.
33-yard line for Duncan and Sawyer Rice in this offense. Good showing here for the Duncan fans over there in those opposite bleachers.
Yeah, I don't see an empty bleacher over there.
Well, I can tell you there's not because there's, 50 people standing over there on the sideline up against the fence?
Yeah, very good crowd.
Great crowd for Duncan. 2x2 stack set here. Tavion to the right. Sawyer looking. Got a man open in the middle of the field. Gets it to him. Had it for a second, but can't bring it in.
Good job by CJ. He laid out for it.
CJ Warner tried to drag it in.
He had it until the contact there as he hit the ground. But Sawyer here going to CJ twice so far tonight.
He's open there in the middle of the field. Good job there by Sawyer Rice to see him.
Had a good pocket.
Yep. 17-0, 6:06 left, and the race car roars. Sawyer hands it to Tavion. He's going to be running to the right side, trying to get around that edge. He can't. He's met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down.
Yeah, no lane to run through. He decides to bounce it in good pursuit there in the flats into the sideline there by the Racers. Looks to be just got back to the line of scrimmage, so 3rd and 10.
3rd and a long old ways, Cody.
Yeah.
Boston White, Jason Courtmeyer, who we've not called his name yet on offense, and Eric Hernandez on the near side. And we got C.J. Warner, the freshman, over there alone on that right side. Tavion Holland on that side as well. Ball snap. Sawyer looking over here to Hernandez. Now goes to Boston up the seam. Safety waiting on it, and he picks it off. Newcastle going the other direction to the 35 to the 25. There's Jason Courtmeyer to push him down about the 8-yard line. That is a turnover for Sawyer Rice. It's obviously a designed fake bubble screen where Boston tries to slip up that sideline, and the safety was not fooled.
Yeah, he had Boston
a little high.
Yeah, the safety played it kind of deep. He overthrew him. Just a perfect opportunity there for Newcastle to pick that, and we haven't seen that often this year. Sawyer throwing very many interceptions, so
yeah.
So I'm sure Sawyer's beating himself up for that.
Don't worry about it.
Yep. Like you said earlier, you got to have short memory.
Yeah.
On to the next play. You can't think about it.
Cody, we're only halfway through the first quarter.
Yeah, I know. We need a
Here
big
comes
defensive
Newcastle.
stand.
Taylor Bradford not in the backfield right now, though, for the Racers. Bradford with over 50 yards rushing already just in this first quarter. They hand it off, though. He's met behind the line of scrimmage.
Good
Almost
job.
Gets away. Wrapped up and brought down.
Good job by Bladen Harper coming in and making that tackle, him and Jason Courtmeyer.
See, Rob tonight said there was a big discount going on at the casino, so he couldn't make it. So he gave me his starting lineup list, and I didn't realize until this game got started, there's no numbers on this list. It's just their names and positions. It does not help me. Duncan, 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers, hovering around. They're going to hand it off right up the middle again. Linebackers waiting. He's going to get a couple. About the 4.5-yard lines where they'll start this next play. It's be third and about 4.5.
Number 1, Jason Courtmeyer, and number 4, Boston White. Brings up 3rd and goal from the Duncan.
Here comes the man, though, Taylor Bradford checking in for Newcastle. He's going to be in the backfield. Tight end on that right side. They ran behind that tight end a lot tonight. They motioned that direction. Try to get out to Bradford. Oh, he got it. I thought the ball was on the ground for a second.
There was a lot of misdirection there.
There was it got me twice. Ball on the 5-yard line, though, but Duncan not fooled.
Yeah,
the way that quarterback reacted, he acted like he dropped it.
So, yeah, I thought the same thing, but great job by Bladen Harper and Onyx Mayfield there to get Bradford down and keep him out of the end zone.
Great job there by Duncan to keep Newcastle out of the end zone in general after starting on the 8-yard line. It's a good defensive possession there for the Demons. All right, lining up for another kick. He's hit all of his extra points and a field goal this afternoon, a 40-yarder. His 24-yarder should be nothing, and it ain't.
It's good.
And having a good field goal kicker in high school changes a lot of
weapon.
games.
Yeah.
A lot of games. 3:33 left in the first. Racers on top, 20-0.
Yeah, Demons going to have to get something going on offense. It's just been kind of very stagnant. No big spark. No big play yet. They just got to figure something out here if they want to get back in this game. And it's only 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. It's very early, 20-0. So
yeah,
it's almost like a must go score. You know, you really need to get on the board.
I was listening to, I don't know if you've heard of this man before, but named Tom Brady, doing an interview recently about that Super Bowl he won against Atlanta. They were down, 20-something to 3 at halftime?
I think like 28-3.
Yeah, 28-3 at halftime. And they asked him what he was thinking at halftime, being down by that much. And he said, honestly, I didn't think there was a chance we were going to win that game. I just didn't want to be embarrassed when I went home.
Right.
He said, but it's one of those things, you have one play for 6 yards, and then you go, okay, hey, that wasn't half bad. You have another play for 4 yards, and by the end of the fourth quarter, you realize, holy crap, we're in this thing. Football works that way, especially at the high school level. So I tell people all the time, NFL and college, a little bit higher levels, there's a lot of chaos in high school, right? And so there's a lot of opportunities to make up some ground in a hurry.
Right.
But Duncan doesn't need to hit a 40-yard play here. They need to hit 4 4-yard plays,
right.
Get a little bit of momentum going that direction. Newcastle lining up to kick off again, this time from the 40. No penalties on behalf of the Racers now. Sawyer standing back about the 2-yard line. Eric Hernandez and Tavion up about the 15. Here goes Newcastle. Kick's going to be a little bit shorter. Sawyer's going to have a chance at it. He's got it. Catches it at the 10. Making his way out to the 25, trying to get up that sideline to the 30. Makes a man miss up to
Good
the
run.
35. He's going to go down to the 36-yard line. Good job there by Sawyer to use Tavion as a blocker in front of him.
Yeah, had Tavion, Krubadowski all out there. Really good block by Tavion. Sawyer, great return. 30. We will be at the 36-yard line. So good field position for the Demons here.
Who's your favorite number 36?
My favorite number 36.
Brian Westbrook is the only answer, my friend.
I was going to think Eagles on that
Yeah,
play, but
right.
you got the name for me.
Brian Westbrook.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the only one that I know of.
First jersey I ever owned, Brian Westbrook.
Very cool.
Yep, there you go. Cord Byerly and Sawyer Rice back in action. Got Hernandez over here on the near side with Tavion Holland. We got 5 split out wide. 4 down linemen for Newcastle. 1 deep safety. They're going to throw it out. Oh, ball's up in the air. Incomplete pass. Is that Boston?
It was incomplete to Jason.
Jason Courtmeyer.
Yeah.
Okay. Goes off of Jason Courtmeyer's chest, kind of falls forward. Incomplete pass.
Yeah,
I don't need to tell any OU fans about the line of scrimmage rule about throwing it forwards or backwards. I think we're all very familiar with that now.
We do not want to talk about that.
Yeah, we know how that rule works, though. We got that one down. 2nd and 10. Sawyer Rice and Tavion Holland. Press coverage here on the near side. Sawyer looking over to the right side. He's going to try to escape up the middle, breaks 1 tackle, still looking. There we go, tries to get out to the outside after a good block, gets up the sideline. Going to the 50, meets a man at the 45-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Very good job by Sawyer.
That was a big block up that sideline, whoever that was.
Hard for me to tell, but
I think it was C.J. Warner, but I don't want to guarantee it.
Very good. Yeah, good job, Sawyer, tucking the ball down and getting a lot of yards on the play. I like how he keeps his eyes downfield looking for a receiver. Didn't see one. Just shows his athleticism on that play.
Duncan at the 45, 2nd first down of the ball game for the Demons. 2-by-2 set, Tavion in the backfield again. I think we're going to have a false start.
Yeah, I've seen somebody flinch.
Yep, false start on the offense. We're going to move back 5 yards. 1st and 15.
And this is kind of what hurts Demons in the past, starting out behind the sticks on 1st down.
Yeah. Well, if you're struggling with running the ball consistently, right, this almost puts you immediately in a passing situation off the jump.
Yes.
But I don't think Duncan should give up on the run yet. But it does put you in a tough spot. We got 2-by-2 set. Eric Hernandez, Jason Courtmeyer, Boston White, and C.J. Warner out there. Sawyer Rice, Tavion Holland. Same offensive line. Corbin Wade sitting straight up on that right side. Sawyer looking. Going to escape again, this time to the left. Still looking up the field, trying to get Boston White at the Jason Courtmeyer. Gets him at the 22-yard line. Drags a man to the 20. Good job there by Sawyer Rice to escape up that left side and find Courtmeyer on the sideline. I thought he was throwing to Boston White, but Courtmeyer works too.
I did too. Like the escapability there was great. I was looking right at Boston, and then here comes Jason.
Up at that seam, yeah. Quick snap here from the Demons. They hand it to Tavion Holland to that left side, makes a man miss in the hole, gets up to the to the 15.
Yeah, just
to be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, very nice cut there by Tavion, picking up 5 yards. Going to make it 2nd and 5 here from the 15-yard line.
Couple of plays by Sawyer Rice and his feet. Suddenly the Duncan offense with a little bit of life here. Quick snap. Give it to Holland again, who falls down in the backfield. He's going to lose a few. Now we're going to push back to 3rd and 9. Tavion tried to cut right. Feet left without him.
Yeah, just a little counter there, and he cuts back, falls. Couldn't quite get his footing there, so loss of yards on the play.
Got a tight bunch formation up on that top side. Eric Hernandez down here by himself. Sawyer and everybody else looks at the sideline waiting on the call. Press coverage on Hernandez. Sawyer looking that way. The slant's there. Tries to fit it into Boston White. Popped up and intercepted. Newcastle going the other direction. They're at the 20 on the near side. 25, we got a flag down. He's going to go down at the 34-yard line after the interception. I do think we're going to have a penalty on Newcastle. But that slant to Boston White got kicked up in the air, and Newcastle came away with it.
Yeah, just from my point of view, it just wasn't there from the beginning. He probably shouldn't have thrown it. Newcastle tips the ball up. The safety gets the tip, and on the return there is a penalty. Probably a block in the back or something. Or
there's a couple players getting a little chippy back there behind the ball. So I don't know if this will be on both of them. No, they're going to mark it off. Newcastle's going to start Let's see where they stop. Keep going, keep going. The 10-yard line. Newcastle will start at the 10-yard line.
Hold. Yeah, holding.
It'll be 1st and 10 to
Holding,
Racers.
obviously, in high school, a spot foul. Doesn't matter where the ball is.
Right.
Back number 8,
Here comes on Newcastle, number 64. Oh, we had the ball. We got Boston White over here playing corner. Ball snap, faked.
Nice.
Good block there. The
Oh.
quarterback came down with it.
Good job by Jason.
Jason Kormeyer swatted the pass down that was trying to get up to that left sideline and went right back into the quarterback breadbasket.
Yeah, he blitzed off the edge there and just jumped up in the air and made a very athletic play.
Yeah.
The quarterback catches it.
Hey, better luck than good most days.
Yeah.
All right, Newcastle still in the shotgun 2-by-2 set. We're going to have a little bit of motion here. They're going to bring that tight end into the left side and put the running back in the pistol. This still isn't Taylor Bradford. They look like they're working him back in slowly. They're going to hand it off, and they're going to run that way, right behind that tight end. He gets up the field to about the 15. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Good tackle there by number 6, Bladen Harper. I'm sorry. No, it's number 5. I'm sorry. Camden Villagrana on the
Come
tackle.
on, Cody.
Man,
You're supposed to be the number guy.
I know.
15-yard line for Newcastle. 3rd and 5 is where we stand. A little stretch play there from Newcastle. They love running behind those tight ends. All right, we're stacked. We got Taylor Bradford in the backfield this time, though. 3 and the tight end all on one side. Everybody in Duncan jumps.
That's going to be a first down.
That is going to be a first down.
Flag on the play. Offsides on the Demons.
2 offsides today already for Duncan.
And that's a Prater Roofing 1st and 10 Racers.
Hate giving them first downs for free.
At least charge them.
Yeah.
At least charge them. 21-yard lines where Newcastle sits now. Same personnel grouping, though, for the Racers. They're going to put that tight end and a receiver on the left side. Looks like they're doing that 2-by-2 stack. Bradford in the pistol behind the quarterback. Ball snapped. Looking over here to the wide receiver screen. It's caught. See if
Good job.
Good job by Villagrana to bring him down in the backfield at the 16-yard line. It's going to be about 4-yard loss.
Yeah, that's 2 big tackles on this series by Camden Villagrana. Him noticing that screen pass really quick and pursuing it. He does a great job.
Yeah, it looks like we had a little bit of rotation here. Sawyer looks like he's off on defense. And Boston over to corner. They have Camden in the middle of the field. That's going to be into the first quarter. Newcastle 20. Your Duncan Demons sitting at 0. We'll see how things look on the other side. This is Duncan Demon football brought to you by Sparklight.
What's it like having unlimited internet from Sparklight? It's like bellying up to an all-you-can-see digital buffet and indulging in endless cat videos without getting a single data cramp. Or binge-watching all your favorite shows without having to pay more. That's a lot of internet. And now, Sparklight is offering ultra-fast, reliable 1 gig internet for just $39 a month for 6 months. Get wall-to-wall Wi-Fi with unlimited data. Call or visit sparklight.com/savings. Sparklight, a new breed in high speed.
All right, welcome back. Duncan Demon football. Cody Wade, Chisholm Holland along with you. Rob Harvey sitting in a slot machine somewhere, hoping for trip sevens. You think Rob is a slot machine guy or a card game guy?
He's definitely a card game
Okay,
guy. Yeah,
okay.
we used to play poker on our break at work. So he's
Okay.
definitely a card game guy.
All right, all right. Somewhere in a poker room and sights unseen is Rob Harvey.
Win us some money, Rob.
No kidding. All right, Duncan on defense. We're sitting at 2nd and 15-ish. I'll say 14 and a half. As the Newcastle seniors who are getting recognized scoot their way off the field. We'll see if my camera can figure out where the ball is now instead of being confused. There we go. All right, Duncan's set up. They're in 3-4 defense this evening. Got Hernandez over here playing corner. Cannon Villagrana on this side as well playing safety. Ball snapped. Quarterback pulls it, goes right up the middle. Crew Badowski able to get around his ankles and bring him down.
Yeah, good job by Crew making
could've
that
gone a long
tackle.
ways.
Yeah, it could have gone a very long ways.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 6. And then on trots Taylor Bradford. They are, I mean, it's pretty clear they're working him in slowly because he's been coming in on 3rd downs basically since that first drive.
Yeah.
3rd and 6, ball at the 24-yard line for the Racers. 3-by-1 set. They're going to split one guy way out wide. Yeah, Hernandez is going to have to adjust now. Oh, there goes Bradford. He's going to split out. Duncan's going to adjust again.
Yeah.
Duncan's going to take a timeout.
Yeah, there's a little confusion out there.
Yeah, trying to figure out who exactly is guarding Bradford, who's exactly guarding a receiver. That 5-wide set. And truthfully, Newcastle hasn't done a ton of that this evening. It's been a lot of, running back tight end. They might have one split out wide, but bring him in motion, put him in the backfield by the end of the play.
Yeah. They've had they've had a lot of success running the ball so far with Bradford. Yeah, if you line him out there wide like he was just then, he's very dangerous. And I think we had the right guy on him. Boston White kind of bumped out, so he's who you
but
really
that means
want.
you got Crew on a receiver out there.
Right.
Yeah, so that's a
So good. It was a very good timeout called by Coach Terry.
Sure. Can't take him with you.
Right.
11-10, still sitting in the second quarter. 3rd and 7. This would be a nice stop for Duncan. They had a great drive on the previous possession with a couple big plays with Sawyer Rice in his feet. But popped up pass ends up in an interception for Newcastle, and that's where we sit right now.
Yeah, just a couple passes that just haven't gone our way so far.
All right. Different personnel this time for Newcastle after that timeout. They brought the tight end back onto the field. He's over there on that right side. Same place that Bradford's lined up. Now they're going to run the jet motion. They're going to pitch it to him. Trip him up.
Good job.
Yes. Depending on where that spot was, they're going to put him about a yard short. It's going to be about 4th and a yard and a half-ish.
Good job by Jason Courtmeyer there on the shoestring tackle.
Newcastle's going for it. No hesitation here for the Racers. I mean, if Duncan can get a stop here, this will be huge. 10:46 left in the second quarter. Get yourself in positive field position with just 30 yards between you and the end zone. That'd be a big deal.
Yeah. This is where we want to call some Zion Butler right here.
Running back making signals over to the wide receiver. Fake snap. Maybe trying to see if they can get Duncan to jump. There, Newcastle's going to take a timeout.
Timeout, Newcastle.
All right.
Whenever Cody, this is going to shock you, but I don't know anything about what I'm talking about ever. But on a 4th and short like that, if I see the quarterback immediately run up and start screaming at the line of scrimmage, I'm like,
right.
you're not going to snap this.
Yeah.
You're being way too loud. There is no way.
Yeah. No, I mean, I know it's 4th down, 4th and 1, but man, the way Bradford's been running, I thought for sure hand off to him, but no, it's a big stop here for Duncan.
But it's one of those things for Newcastle, Cody. You're up 20. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because if you don't get
very comfortable lead.
if you don't get it, now all of a sudden Duncan gets some momentum. Their last drive looks pretty good.
Right.
Yeah, just don't tempt a fire, I guess. I think you're probably right either way on that decision. I will say the funniest thing, and not funny in a condescending way, but the funniest thing I've noticed about Newcastle so far is their mascot is just a kid wearing a race suit.
Right.
Who just jumps around and dances.
And they've got a few of them.
They've got a handful, and they rock around. They have like a racing helmet, but this kid has not worn the helmet for 1 second. He's just been dancing basically just in a race suit on the field the entire game.
Yeah, it's a mascot I've never seen this kind of a mascot, or the racers.
No.
But
I'd take the originality.
Yeah, no, it's very cool. I like it.
All right, sitting at the 30-yard line, 4th and 1. Boston White back to return. Newcastle now in punt formation. They're going to shift inside. Oh, now they're going to look like they're going to Philly special this thing. They do.
Oh.
They said he's still up? No, they called it dead. Yeah, they called it dead. I mean, they're telling that kid to keep running. Might as well tell him to keep running. But, I mean, that official called it dead.
It should be Duncan's ball.
It absolutely should. And they called that dead. That official was 4 steps onto the field by the time he broke out of that pile. I'm not, Cody, I'm a man who plays the middle very well. I'm not saying he was down or wasn't down. I'm just saying that official called the play dead either way.
Right, we heard a whistle.
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Lots of confusion going on.
I don't think there's a ton of confusion. I think there's arguing.
Okay.
You know, got to argue. Say your point. Who's he talking to? He must be talking to the Newcastle coach. All right, Duncan ball on the 30-yard line. Big stop for the Demons. It's kind of what we were just talking about, Cody.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what we needed. They tried to run the fake punt, kind of went up, quarterback sneak. Replay the down? Are you kidding me?
Oh, my Lord, have mercy.
Why? You ran a play.
Coach Terry is, out past the numbers.
That's ridiculous.
Is he going to say it's an inadvertent whistle? See, that's the only way you replay it down. Inadvertent whistle.
Wow.
So he's saying this side judge.
I'd be so ticked off.
Well,
I get it.
I don't think Coach Terry's over there handing him Snickers.
Jeez.
That is a really tough call. I hate to say it, Cody, but we got video evidence that that sideline official over there was, he called the play dead.
Right.
Here we go, 4th and 1. They're still going for it, though. Duncan got a chance to get another stop here. We'll see. Ball snap. Got a blitz off that right side. Jason Courtmire tries to blow it up. Gets a hands on him. Can't get him down, though. He's going to get that first down. It's Bradford. Courtmire blew up the quarterback, but the quarterback didn't have the ball, sadly.
Yeah, just a good job by Jason in there, but just couldn't get to Bradford. They're going to get the first down. Man, hate that for the team.
No kidding. Zion Butler holding his hand down there. Let's hope he's okay. Newcastle lined up in the pistol. Bradford up to that right side. Gets around the end, up to the 49-yard line.
Man, he's fast.
He is very fast. More than 14 yards for Bradford.
Number 9, Jackson Simpson. That's another play to roofing. 1st and 10, Racers.
1st and 10 for the Racers out at the 50-yard line. 49-yard line, I'm sorry. Duncan had a stop, then they didn't. This drive continues for the Racers. They're going to bow their back here a little bit against Bradford. They get the ball to him. Going up that right side. He's going to make a man miss. Go up that sideline.
Hold.
Have a hold out there on a receiver, it looks like, at about the 45, which will put them at the opposite 45.
Yeah, Camden Villagrana came up, and he was getting held.
So they're going to mark off 10 yards from the 45-yard line, put them on the opposite 45-yard line. This might be my favorite play of the night, Cody.
Yeah.
A play that ends at the 45-yard line with a penalty that pushes them to the other 45-yard line. That's got to be pretty rare.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah, we will. It'll be 1st and 15 for Newcastle. 1st and 14. I take that back. 1st and 14. Duncan still in that 3-4 defense. Villagrana been the man on the back end most of the night. Courtmire and Badowski playing out there on the edges. Man in motion. They're going to pitch it to him. It's going to be a reverse back the other way. Duncan in pursuit. Got a block. Going up that left sideline. Brought him down at the 30 by the jersey. Good pursuit there by Bladen Harper to get back into the play. It's a big play for Newcastle, though, on 1st and 14. Newcastle at the 30. Bradford still in the backfield for the Racers. 3-by-1 set. He motions out to the left. Checks with the official. Empty backfield now. Drop back to pass. Looking to the left side. Going to throw up that seam. Too deep. He had a couple of steps on Duncan. They're going to go all the way over the inflatable into the wall.
Poke a hole in it. No, just too much arm there from the Newcastle quarterback.
Yeah, Jackson Chanel. Little too much arm. We've seen him overthrow a couple passes today. Specifically passes like that up the sideline.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
8:54 left in the second. Newcastle driving. Gonna shuffle things around. Tight end over here on the near side. You want to bet they're going to run that way? There they go. 25-20. Up to the 15. Makes a man miss. He's going to be tackled from behind by Zion Butler down at the 5-yard line. Oh, Zion holding his leg.
Yeah, he keeps. That's the second time I've seen him slow to get up.
Earlier, he's messing with his hand. Now he's acting like it's his leg.
That stretch play to the outside by Newcastle, it's there every time. Just lots of running room.
It'll be 1st and goal, Racers from the Duncan 4-yard line.
Newcastle at the 5, 1st and goal. Hand it off. Different running back here. Hit hard. Hit hard there. That was Bladen Harper. He's going to be taken down at the 1-yard line. 4-yard gain on 1st down.
He was first hit by number 15, Zion Butler.
Newcastle signal coming in. They got 3 receivers over on the right side, tied in on the left. Quarterback calling out the play here. Racers lining up 2nd and goal. Ball snap. Little speed option play. Quarterback is going to power his way in past Butler. Newcastle 26, Duncan 0.
Yeah, quarterback had the option there to pitch it out to the running back, and he decides to tuck it and hit the gap. Big hole there. Nobody really in the area there. Maybe Zion Butler, but touchdown for Newcastle, 26-0.
They're going to line up for an extra point. Low snap. Can't get it down. Scrambling, looking, trying to find somewhere to throw it. He's getting chased. Jackson Pogue trying to get him down. Throw it up into the end zone. Through his hands. That had a chance. No good, though. 26-0 is where we stand. 8:06 left in the second quarter. This is Duncan Demon football, brought to you by Sparklight.
What's it like having unlimited internet from Sparklight? It's like bellying up to an all-you-can-see digital buffet and indulging in endless cat videos without getting a single data cramp. Or binge watching all your favorite shows without having to pay more. That's a lot of internet. And now, Sparklight is offering ultra-fast, reliable 1 gig internet for just $39 a month for 6 months. Get wall-to-wall Wi-Fi with unlimited data. Call or visit sparklight.com/savings. Sparklight, a new breed in high speed. What's it like?
All right, Duncan Demon football brought to you by Sparklight. Duncan setting up to receive again here on the kickoff return. 26-0 is where we stand right now. 8:06 left in the second quarter. Racers, kickoffs have been chaotic tonight. We've had one go out of bounds, one fell about 15 yards short of the end zone, one went 8 yards deep in the end zone. Everything is on the table for this. This could go literally anywhere.
This one's going to go right through the upright.
Okay. God, that'd be impressive. That'd be impressive. Sawyer standing at the 2. Here comes the kickoff. It's high. Sawyer's going to have a chance at it. He catches it at the 5. He's trying to make his way to the 20. Trying to get out to the left side. 25-30. Up that sideline to the 40. Gets hit out of bounds at the 45-yard line, though. A big return from the quarterback, Sawyer Rice.
Flag.
Oh, don't tell me that, Cody.
I know.
Sitting back there at the 32. It's going to call it a holding. So they're going to bump it back to the 22.
Man, such a good return.
It's a great return. Great return. But obviously he was helped a little. Why did the PA guy say his name like that? Zach Cragg. Kind of sounded condescending.
Yep.
There you go, 22-yard line. Where Duncan's going to be starting this possession.
Well, they put together a really good drive last time. They just turnover, right? Was that the last Duncan drive, the interception?
I think so.
I think
I think that's right.
Seems like it's been a while, too.
Yeah, I know. So I was trying to decide. See, I'm not your guy, Rob. I don't have the drive charts out here. My brain's not big enough to do all that and this at the same time.
Yeah, I can't do all that writing
Nope.
and watch the game.
Nope. Sawyer Rice, 2x2 set. Boston White goes in motion from right to left. They pitch it to him. Tavion Holland out there trying to be a lead blocker. Can't get the edge set. He's going to be tackled for a loss. They're going to bump him back to about the 11-ish yard line.
Yeah, defensive end just comes off the ball there on the sweep and makes a great play.
Got a good spot. They kept him up to the 15. That's going to put us, oh gosh, second and 20 or second and 22. If I'm doing my math right. No. Second 17. Sorry, was not doing my math right to answer my own question. Tavion, 2x2 set. Tavion Holland in the backfield. He's going to split out. Sawyer looking, trying to evade a man. He's going to go down. He's going to go down at the 8. Interior pressure there for Newcastle leads to the sack. 7-10, clock rolling.
You might get your second and 22 now. Or third and 22, sorry.
Third.
But we'll see.
It's going to be close. I think it might be 23.
Okay.
It'll be close, though. Third down for the Demons in a long, long ways. They got to get to the 32-yard line to convert. All right, Boston White over here on this near side in the slot. They hand it to Tavion. Tavion makes a man miss. Tries to get up the field. Biggest run for Tavion. Ball's loose on the ground. Newcastle's going to recover at the 30. Tavion lets it loose.
Yeah, Newcastle strips the ball. That's going to be the third turnover for this Duncan offense tonight to go in the second quarter here. It just hasn't gone Duncan's way tonight, offensively or defensively, or even special teams at that.
Biggest Tavion run of the night, too.
Yeah.
We're at the 31. Newcastle takes the field. And Bradford is
kind of just walking out there very slowly.
He's gingerly is what I would say. When he gets the ball, he's running anything but gingerly, but he's not exactly in a hurry to get to that huddle. They fake it to him, looking downfield. Newcastle's going to let it rip down the center. Right there. Right there on that post route is where he stood. Newcastle going to put 6 more up on the board.
Yeah, when you have all day to throw like that, with the perfect route ran on the post, he delivers a money shot.
Well, we've seen him overthrow a few of those today, but not that one.
No, that was very good throw.
Very good throw over there for Newcastle. Again, Bradford, I mean, he's hobbling over here on the sideline for Newcastle. All right, extra point coming. High snap, kicker pump fakes. We're doing the same thing we were doing just earlier. Retreating backwards, throws it into the end zone. It's going to be go through Onyx Mayfield's hands. Can't come up with it. Try is no good. 32-0, 6:23 left in the second quarter is where we stand. Duncan coming out with another chance at a possession.
Yeah, they just the story for the offense so far is just the turnovers, the blocked punt. It's just nothing seems to be going their way.
Things run both directions, right? Football's a game of momentum, like a lot of things.
Yeah.
Just got to be able to capitalize when you have your chances. Duncan's just struggled with that this afternoon. That's okay. First game in district play.
Newcastle coming out up to the 5A class this year, looking like a a team that could maybe. I mean, they look very good. I think
they hung with Tuttle, right? And we always know Tuttle's good.
Tuttle's very good. So Newcastle, very good football team.
Yeah, I was telling you this before. I went to a smaller school than Duncan. I went to a 3A school, and all 4 years I was there, I played against Newcastle in basketball and everything else. So it's just funny to watch them being up here in 5A.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of Elgin a little bit.
Yeah. I can tell you, there was one point in time in my life when I was much more mature, Cody. I was standing over there in those visitors' bleachers, not wearing a shirt, painted a solid color.
Blue?
Painted blue.
Marlowe Outlaws.
Yeah, there you go. Acting a fool.
Those are fun times, living in the student section. Used to do a lot of that in the basketball games.
How did I not have the flu all the time doing that?
I don't know.
Newcastle with that little fake kickoff thing. I don't know quite what that was about. Whatever works. Lined up now. Here they come. It's off. This one going to go towards that sideline. Hernandez snags it. Makes his way up to the 30, the 35, to the 40, to the 45. That's where he's met first. He's going to drag a couple of guys a few more yards. Ball's loose again.
Pulled it out.
It's on the ground. Who's got it? I think it's out of bounds. Yeah, there's 4 people on top of it, but they're all out of bounds.
That was close.
That was very close. 48-yard line. That was right in front of us, Cody.
Yeah, Newcastle they're definitely trying to take the ball from us. They had a good strip there on Tavion, stripped it from Hernandez there. Good return by Hernandez, following his blocks here down the sideline. He's going to place it right before midfield at the 49-yard line.
Yeah. Duncan's had some good kick returns today.
Sure have.
Here we go. Offensive line in tow. Sawyer Rice, Tavion Holland, Boston White. Over here on the near side is C.J. Warner, the freshman in the stack set. Ball snap. Fake it to Tavion. Sawyer's going to carry it. Going up that right side. He's hit by a linebacker at the 45-yard line. It goes down. It's a 6-yard carry on first down to get this drive started. Yeah. 6:03 left, clock ticking.
That's the kind of yards you'd like to get on first down, so you can, second and short's always ideal.
We got a Newcastle guy over here on his knee. The way he's acting like either there's something wrong with his helmet or he got hit in the head because he keeps slapping the side of his helmet over and over. So there's got to be just something wrong with his face mask or something. All right, so this is going to be official timeout.
Yeah, there's no way we can play this game without him out there. Might as well call it official timeout.
They're going to get figured out. He's back out there. Here comes that Duncan offense. Good play there from Sawyer on first down, getting us to second down and 6 after the 4-yard gain. Holland on the right side. They fake it to him. Nope, they give it to him. He's going to go up the middle. That's where he's met by some Newcastle defenders. He's going to be lucky to get back to the line. Maybe lost a half yard. Good job there by Cord Byerly to pick his running back up.
Yeah, so far just hasn't been much push up front. This Newcastle defensive front's really good.
Missing 2 starters up that way, too, making it hard on Duncan.
Very true.
Everybody looking that way. Let's see what we got, Coach. Sawyer in the shotgun. 1 deep safety here for Newcastle. We're going to look back over there again. 10 seconds on the play clock. Reset one more time. Sawyer snaps it. Looking over that way. Kortmeyer up the sideline. Sawyer's going to escape to the left. He's got a lot of space. Pull it down and run. See if he can get to that first down marker. He does.
Good job. Whoa.
And he's going to take a seat on the bench.
There goes the water jugs.
Sawyer Rice goes out at the 40. They're going to give it to him, right? Yeah, he's about. Yeah, he's a
4th.
I mean, look at this down marker is inside the 49. So that means that one has to be inside the 41, and the ball's on the other side of the 41.
Wow.
I'm not the smartest guy in the world.
Okay, there we go.
I don't think we need to measure this.
Right.
I can see where this marker
Good
is.
eye.
I know where that ball is. Unless those chains are wrong, I think we're square. There we go. First down. Sometimes we make this too difficult. We don't need to stretch those chains out the check.
All right.
All right, Sawyer in empty backfield. He's got 4 on the right side, 1 to the left. It's just Hernandez over there. Holland, Kortmeyer, Boston White, and C.J. Warner is over here. Ball snap. He's looking to the near side. Flushed out to that right side. Courtmeyer breaking up the center, trying to see if he can find Hernandez. He throws it there. There's
Good
C.J. Warner
job.
up the sideline to the 20. Spun down and tackled. The freshman gets the first down. A big play there for Sawyer Rice to escape out of the pocket and make a play with the young freshman receiver.
Yeah, keeping his eyes downfield, looking for C.J., and he's targeted C.J. a few times, liking what he sees.
Oh, ball gets past Sawyer. I don't think that was a bad snap. I don't think Sawyer's ready for it.
Yeah. Just mishandled there by Sawyer.
I don't know if he was – I couldn't decide if he was looking over the sideline or if he just wasn't
Yeah, he definitely
quite
wasn't
ready for it.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't looking.
So that ball's going to go backwards. We're going to lose about 7, 8. You're trusting way too much on that scoreboard. Those guys are slow, man. Sawyer Rice gets the snap. He's dancing. He's going to roll right, looking up that sideline again. Nobody home. He's just going to scoot up to about the 21. Oh, and Sawyer took a big hit. He's down. He's going to pick himself up, make his way back to the huddle.
Yeah, I got a problem looking at that scoreboard. Shawnee, gosh, they were the worst last week. They're not quick at all.
3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Sawyer showing a little toughness here.
Yeah, 3 to the left. Hands it to Tavion. Tavion goes right there behind that left tackle, Corbin Wade. He's going to get a couple. He's going to get about 2.
Yeah.
4th and 10 is where we sit right now. I don't know what the field goal situation is.
Getting back to the original line of scrimmage. Yeah, I don't think field goal's going to do it unless you're just looking to get on the board or try to. But I think you got to go for the get it in the end zone and get the first down here.
Officials timeout is what the PA guy says, but I think we're ready to hear. C.J. Warner out there with Boston White on the near side. Jackson Pogue, the senior, making his debut this season out there with Eric Hernandez. Tavion Holland, Sawyer Rice, same offensive line from the starting group out there. Looking over at the sideline, waiting on the play call. $15 on the play clock. Offensive line gets set. Now we turn. Timeout Newcastle. That was a weird.
Well, I was thinking maybe we were going to run the clock down, maybe call a timeout,
yeah.
draw up a play here, but yeah, that was very, very weird.
That was a weird cadence there from both teams. All right, Duncan in the huddle.
Yep,
marching our way to halftime.
Yep. Got to get at least 10 yards here.
And before I get a text from our guy David Ellis, Cody, I'm going to go ahead and let you know Duncan's band is not performing tonight.
Okay.
So I will not be showing the band performance for Duncan that does not exist on this live stream at halftime. So just go ahead and get that out there before I get the old text from my guy David. Duncan's had their chances tonight. Don't need to make this anything it's not, but they definitely had their opportunities to put some points on the boards. Let's see if they can finish a drive here. That just feel good. Especially, get the ball coming out of the second half.
Yeah, I just had a lot of things just not go our way. The block punt, the low snaps, the interceptions, fumble. It's just
a couple interceptions.
Yeah, so if you can find a way to get this first down here, get on the board before halftime, I think you got a little maybe a little momentum. Duncan, did they kick off first? Or
they're going to get the ball in the second half.
Okay, so that they could score here. That'd be very good positive for the offense and for the team going into half.
3:03 left in the first half. 2-by-2 set, Tavion Holland. Big motion there from Duncan, looking that way. Now he's going to roll right. He's only got one receiver on this side. He's going to throw it to the back of the end zone to Boston White. It's not going to get there. Skips. Turnover on downs. Newcastle will take over at the 20.
Yeah, very good coverage for Newcastle. From my angle, I didn't see anybody open. Sawyer rolling out, trying to make something happen. Boston covered up well over there in the corner of the end zone. Turnover on downs.
That's just one of those things that's so hard as a quarterback, right? I mean, he gets flushed out to his right, and he can't run into a defensive end, right, and take a sack. So he's got to flush out to his right.
Yep.
Well, 3 receivers were on the opposite side of the field. So now all of a sudden he's only got one choice back there in Boston. who's got, you know, 2 guys kind of in that area.
Yeah,
That's a tough ball to fit in there.
definitely.
Tough ball to fit in there. All right, 2:56 left. Newcastle in the shotgun. Taylor Bradford, the man of the hour for the Racers back there, and he's going to get the carry. No, quarterback pulls it. He's going around that right side, fakes a pitch, pulls it back in, and gets up to about the 32-yard line. It's going to be a first down.
Number 15, Jackson Shannon.
Yeah,
Garrett Henry, I think, is going to be the one who brought him down.
Yeah, Garrett Henry making that tackle. He missed last week, so it's good to have Garrett back in the lineup.
First and 10, Racers.
Absolutely. All right, 3-4 defense for Duncan. Needs to stand tall here for about another 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Hand off to Bradford going up that left side. Gets between that guard and tackle. Mouthpiece scooting across the ground.
Number 5, TJ Bradford.
Yeah, that play, it's been there all night. That little stretch handoff
stretch
to,
out,
to the left or the right. Just Bradford with his speed, he gets there very quick, and it's been there all night.
Pogue over here. First time I've noticed him on defense tonight.
He's been out there a little bit.
I've seen him at receiver. Coming in at safety. This is a weird huddle for Newcastle. They got all the offensive linemen up by the ball. All the skill position guys like 10 yards behind them.
I guess there was a penalty.
Looks like it. We'll take it.
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't see the flag, though. So the ever-rare 1st and 9, Cody.
1st and 9. You don't see that too often.
You don't see 1st and 9 hardly ever, only in high school football. We're still talking about it.
Maybe it was like an inverted whistle and we're going to run it again, or
I don't know.
make Coach Terry even more mad. And I get tongue-tied a lot.
All right, we're going to talk about it. You know, I make a point. I know a lot of high school officials. Mm-hmm. First off, I'll tell you this. If there's one job that everyone just needs to think they're lucky stars that they don't have to do, it's being a high school official for football games.
Man,
everybody's upset all the time, high school officials.
Oh, yeah, you're constantly getting yelled at.
Yeah.
And I've had I know some officials myself, and they try to recruit me all the time. Man, we need officials come out here, and
yeah,
like I don't know if I want to get into that.
It's be a false start on Newcastle.
It
They're
would be fun.
Back 5 more yards.
I think it would be fun to be an official, but you do get a lot of yelling by the coaches and fans, so they do have a tough job.
I'd say my only 2 complaints ever about officiating, which isn't about any specific official, is one, to what we talked about earlier. I still don't quite understand why college and the NFL and high school all have completely different rules.
Right.
It makes it so hard to follow as a fan sometimes. And secondly, high school officials sure love to huddle and talk a lot. That takes a lot of time.
It does.
And I got to eat dinner after this game, so we need
got an hour drive.
Yeah,
home.
we don't need to huddle up. Can we just talk about this across the field? Ball snap, Newcastle up the middle. Bradford stumbling and bumbling. He's going to get about 2, and then he stopped. I think that's Zion Butler.
Extra
Bradford
and shoving down there.
Bradford straddling Quartermeyer as he gets up. 1:25 left, clock ticking. 2nd and 15. No, 2nd and 13. Scoreboard's wrong. Sorry.
Can't trust that scoreboard.
I don't know why I looked. Tight end to the left, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Ball snapped, running behind that tight end. Man misses. It's Krubadowski.
Good tackle by Zion.
Good tackle there by Zion.
Jason blowing up the lead blocker there.
And then when he tried to get up, that tight end pulled him back down. I mean, Cody, I don't want to assume nothing, but I think it's pretty clear Newcastle's trying to get under Jason's skin.
Yeah. You can definitely tell. He's been in the backfield all night.
45 seconds, clock still running. 3rd and 9. Motion here for Newcastle. They're going to line up. Tight end to the left. Ball snapped. Looking over the middle of the field. Got a man. Finds him at the 49-yard line. That's where he's brought down. Boston White in for the tackle. First down, though, for Newcastle.
Yeah, big pass there. Big gain here by Newcastle. They're moving the chains all the way out to the 50-yard line.
28 seconds. Clock is stopped after the first down. Looking to throw again.
Ooh.
Nobody home. Onyx Mayfield thought he had a chance at it.
Yeah. Jackson Pogue in the area.
2nd and 10.
Yeah, you really got to keep them off the, out of the end zone here. You'd really hate to go down into halftime down 38 or 39 to.
Yeah, we saw them line up for a 45-yard field goal on the first drive of the game, so they're not too far from that, Cody.
Right. They got a good kicker.
Ball snapped. Quartermeyer trying to get around that edge. Can't. Trying to loft one up to that left sideline. It's caught. Down at the 28-yard line. That is a 22-yard pass there for Newcastle.
Yeah, Camden Villagrana on the coverage, just a little out of reach there. Newcastle makes a good catch.
It's a good throw. Just floated over the top of Villagrana.
Yep.
Not much Camden can do there. Got a timeout for Newcastle. 16 seconds left. They're seeing if they can get one more into the end zone. But they're definitely in field goal range. That'd be a 45-yarder, which is what they tried earlier from right there.
Yeah, it's definitely capable.
Definitely capable. You mentioned it, though. Newcastle, great facilities over here. Nice little high school. They got some big construction going on the front side. Did you notice that when you came in?
I did. Yep.
Golly. It feels like 2/3 of the schools in the state right now have some giant building project going on.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
it's good to see.
Yeah, it's really good to see. And for the students, their facility right here in the north end zone is very, very cool looking. Weight rooms upstairs and downstairs. So very nice here at Newcastle.
Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. All right, Newcastle breaks the huddle. 2-by-1 set. They got a tight end on that right side. They're going to have a few cracks at it. They throw it, which they do. Looking over that middle of that field. Duncan almost coming up with the sack. He's going to reverse field. Almost hits the official. Now Krubadowski is going to get a block in the back call way back here. Quarterback all the way up to the 10. Runs over Jackson Pogue. Jackson Pogue stands tall, though. Knocks him out at about the 7-yard line. But it's going to be a block in the back call back here, about the 38.
Yeah, good pressure by Zion. Good pressure there by Krubadowski.
Yeah, so here's the problem, is I don't know if that's a spot foul like holding or if that's because they called helmet to helmet. I don't know if that's a spot foul or if that's from the line of scrimmage. And right now the back official's asking if it's a spot foul or from the line of scrimmage. He didn't know either. It's from the line of scrimmage. So they're going to go to the 43-yard line on this one.
He's getting a little teaching lesson here.
Yeah. But, I mean, as I was seeing that, I could see that back official walk up to the white hat and go, wait, where am I marking this from, the flag or from the line? We're going to go to the 43. That's where the ball is.
So 15-yard penalty?
For a 15-yard penalty, so it's going to be 1st and 25 with 3 seconds left.
I want to see him kick the field goal from here. Let's see if he's got a leg like that Dallas Cowboys kicker.
That guy's unbelievable.
He is.
That worked out well for Duncan because the time still comes off the clock, and that quarterback scrambled forever, and now they're out of field goal range. So that's about the best-case scenario Duncan could have hoped for. All right, tight end in motion. They're going to hand it off. Garrett Henry can't quite get there. Jason Courtmeyer from behind, along with Onyx Mayfield, bring him down. Sorry, Zion Butler.
Yeah, good
Zion
job.
Butler.
Good job by Zion.
All right, Duncan's going to make their way to the locker room, as does Newcastle. All right, this is going to be halftime. We'll be back in the third quarter. Newcastle 32, Duncan 0. This is Duncan Demon football, brought to you by Sparklight. All right, Duncan Demon football, Chisholm Holland, Cody Wade along with you, ready for half number 2 as we get started here. We got about 25 seconds before we get going. Cody, obviously we sit at 32-0. We don't need to jump around that a whole bunch. But, you know, we're expecting a few improvements from halftime, right? Don't turn the ball over. Let's snap the ball appropriately. Let's just have a couple drives, right? It's not even about the point total at this point. Let's just have some successful drives. Let's get some momentum going. And let's get ready for next week.
Yeah, let's put together something. You know, just good, something that'll give us, you know, just positive energy out there on the field. We need, you know, a spark. Just keep the guys alive. Don't give up. Yeah, and like you touched on, clean up the turnovers. There haven't been like a whole lot of penalties, but yeah, just the turnovers, protecting the ball. Maybe do a little better job on defense against the run, and just stuff like that. And I think if they can do that, get some stops, we will be just fine here in the second half.
Yeah, I think we'll be all right. Duncan's going to start the ball here. Duncan's going to start the ball off here, returning the kick. I've lined up on the wrong side of the field, so we'll swap.
The Demons will be set here to return the kickoff. Sawyer Rice back deep. In front of him, you got Tavion Austin and Eric Hernandez.
Yeah.
Still waiting on the Newcastle Racers to line up for the kick.
They're breaking the huddle now. We're going to give our camera an old reset. It got behind during halftime. Got slow. All right. I think we're caught up now in real time.
Good deal.
All right, Newcastle, get up. We're getting ready to kick. You told you can't trust AI, Cody. You know, it's gone all over the place.
Right.
Robots nowadays running everything. All right, Newcastle to kick off from the 40. Here we go. Sawyer Rice going to get underneath it. He's got 2 lead blockers in front of him. He's going to go up to the middle, meet a man, get outside, though. 25-30 to the 35. Got a couple of Newcastle racers on top of him. He's going to keep going out to the 48-yard line. We have a flag at the 35.
Man, every time we get a good return.
I mean, I think we've had 4 kickoff returns today that have been near the 50. I think 2 of them that came back.
That was the best one yet.
There's Zach Bragg again, making a stop here on special teams. It's going to be a hold. Duncan's going to start at the 25-yard line. All right, let's see if this offensive line and crew can get things going the right direction. 1st and 10. Obviously, the penalty doesn't affect the yardage to go. Not 1st and 20. Not how you want to start.
Yeah, so far, I think Sawyer's leading target is probably C.J. Warner.
Definitely is.
So definitely expect to see a lot of that continue in this second half.
Haven't called Jason Courtmeyer's name on offense a lot today.
No.
We said a screen pass in the first half, but not much outside of that. Tavion Holland shifts from one side to the other. Sawyer Rice takes the snap, hands it to Holland. Holland going left. Stutter steps, tries to make a man miss in the backfield. He can't. He's going to lose a few.
Also haven't seen much Boston White yet either. He got the ball a lot of catches last week. So just haven't quite seen that connection yet between him and Sawyer.
Let's get one going here. What do you say?
Let's do it.
Sawyer Rice tucks back in his towel. Line it back up in the shotgun. Cord Byerly over center. Byerly snaps it to Rice. Rice at his hip has to pick up the ball, lose 2 men in the backfield as he grabs it. It's going to be another sack. Newcastle marching Duncan in the wrong direction. It's going to be 3rd and a long ways.
Yeah, it was a good snap, just mishandled by Sawyer, and by the time he's able to gather the ball, he's got 2 Newcastle racers in his face for the sack and backs him up about 11 yards deep behind the original line of scrimmage. So, yeah, 3rd and 21.
3rd and 21 is where we set. Sawyer Rice takes the snap, looking to his left side, throws that way. It skips it past Jackson Pogue.
Roughing the passer.
Yeah, we got a big hit, though, on Sawyer, who has to pick himself up off the turf. Newcastle, number 45, is the one on the hit. It's going to be roughing the passer.
Yeah, just Sawyer taking a beating tonight. He got up slow earlier in the first half from a big hit out of bounds. He's just been ball in his hands quite a bit tonight, returning kicks, playing quarterback. He's just taking a beating tonight.
That's Colton Biggerstaff on the penalty. 2-by-2 set.
And some of the things that we talked about that don't need to happen here in the second half, it just is kind of continuing.
Well, I mean, transparently, that penalty just kind of resets everything.
It did, so you got a new set of downs.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 1st and 10, this time for the 29 instead of the 25, so I guess we gained 4 yards in that 4-play sequence. Sawyer looking this direction, sends it to Simpson. He's hit. Sorry, is that Hernandez?
Yeah, Hernandez, yeah.
Sends it to Hernandez, hits him in the chest. Can't bring it in.
Yeah, that's one you really got to catch, and he looked to have maybe
a little bit of room.
A little bit of room, yeah, and it's just you got to bring those in.
I don't know what kind of wheels Hernandez has, but we would have found out. All right, one tight end to the right for Duncan. Nope, sorry, that's just the right tackle. Down a 3-point stance. We haven't seen that a lot tonight.
No.
Corbin Torres out there. QB draw up that left side. He splits between 2 defenders, scoots forward for about 8 yards. It's a good play.
Yeah, very good play.
It's going to be 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1 for the defense.
Oh.
They're going to get stuffed back there. The ball's loose, but the play is called dead.
Yeah, the right guard just got blown up. Sawyer had no room for the quarterback sneak, and he gets backed up. Got backed up a yard, so that from going from 3rd and 1 to 4th and 2.
brings up 4th down and
Well, they
1
just put
for
it all
the
right
Eagles.
back where it was. That
Okay,
white hat was
yeah.
also barking out a lot of stuff. I was trying to figure out what he was talking about. 2x2 stack. Tavion Holland in the pistol. Duncan drops to a knee, get the play call. C.J. Warner and Boston White. Boston White going to get out of that split stack. Jackson Pogue as well. Got 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Duncan's going to take a timeout. 4th and a yard. Duncan's going to talk about it.
Timeout, Duncan.
First possession here of the second half. Saw one good run there from Sawyer. Saw a good pass as well to Hernandez that didn't quite get snagged. Got a little bit of momentum going.
Yeah, they got to draw up something here that's going to get them this first down. They just got to get something going positively here on offense. It just hasn't gone their way tonight. No good rhythm at all. So they really need to get this first down and extend this drive.
Absolutely. Do you have Newcastle's got something they're known for, like a restaurant or something?
I'm not really sure. I don't know.
I was trying to think about it on the way up. You know, everyone's got kind of their hole in the wall they're proud of. I was trying to think what Newcastle's was, and I couldn't really come up with anything. I've been to a few games here as a commentator before. I was trying to remember where we ate, and I couldn't quite jog my memory.
Yeah,
Which normally means I ate like a Sonic or
Yeah.
something.
This is my first time coming to
Oh,
Newcastle.
really?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that on the way in. You were flying up the highway.
Yeah, I had a whole different perspective of where this town was at.
All these up here in the metro, man, they all kind of get intertwined. It's hard to keep straight sometimes.
Yeah.
4th and 1 in the shotgun. Duncan, Sawyer Rice crew. I think we're going to have a false start. It's Corbin Wade, I think. At least by the reaction.
Yeah, defensive line shifted to their right, and that drew offensive line offsides.
4th and 6 now. I don't know if that changes the thinking a whole lot. Don't assume so. All right, let's get Boston White involved, or Jackson Pogue over there. Jackson Pogue goes in motion. Now they snap it. Pogue going up the sideline, looking for Boston White, doing the same the other direction.
Yeah.
Sawyer Rice going to try and make something happen with his feet, and he can't. Going to lose a couple on the sack. Turnover on downs. It's going to be the ball at the 30. We have a player down.
Yeah, it looks like Sawyer's down.
He ain't. He's moving, at least. Thank goodness.
Yeah, this is about the 3rd time I've seen him get up very gingerly, very slow. He's just had the ball in his hands all night. He's just been taking a lot of big hits.
Yeah.
And
He's been battling out there.
And
We
the
saw him
last,
get up slow in the first half as well.
That roughing the passer really got him earlier too. But it's nice to see him walk off on his own over there to the sideline.
No doubt. All right, Newcastle, first possession of the second half. First time the Duncan defense has been out here. Pogue playing safety.
1st and 10.
Ball snap. Thrown deep up the sideline. Hernandez is
Good
there and knocks it
play.
out.
Yeah, very good pump fake by the quarterback. Throws it deep.
Good recovery there by Hernandez.
Yeah, Hernandez a little hesitant once he got caught up to the wide receiver. Makes a great play in knocking the ball loose.
Good job there by Hernandez. Some makeup speed. Good snag there by the ball girl for Newcastle. That official threw it at her ankles. She pulled it up off the turf.
Nice.
All right, 2nd and 10. One running back in the backfield. They hand it to him. Going up that right side and snagged and brought down.
Good job.
That's Zion. Got another guy getting a little slow to get up there for Duncan. That's Boston White. No, I take that back. I think that might be Bladen Harper.
Yeah, good job by Bladen.
I think next year they should let me pick the jersey numbers. That kid would be wearing 71. That kid would be wearing 14. These would be real different.
Right.
Make my job easier. Shotgun snap. One to the left. Looking that way. Now we go back to the other side for the tight end screen. Ball doesn't get there. He had a lot of green grass in front of him, only one Duncan defender.
Yeah, good job Jason blitzing off the edge there, coming backside to the quarterback and kind of jumps up in his face and kind of gets in his way and forces the quarterback to make his throw a little off.
It's going to be 4th and 11. Looks like Newcastle's going to go for it. That's one of those things that tied in is like, hey, man, I've been lead blocking all day. That's the first play that's been called for me. Can you help me out here a little bit, brother?
No kidding.
Put it in the breadbasket, bro. All right, we're going to split out wide. 4th and 11, Newcastle going for it. 8:34 left in the third. Ball snap. Looking for that wheel right off the sideline. Not there. Still no one there. Now the QB's going to scramble. He's going to get the first down. He's going to go right into the teeth of Duncan defense and fall down to 13. Good scramble there from the quarterback.
Yeah, very good scramble. Good job by the Demons secondary. Nobody's open. Forces him to tuck it and run it for quite a big gain, but just good coverage there by the Demons.
1st and 10 from the 14. Cody, I think the theme today for the student section is jerseys. I think they're all wearing jerseys from different players.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
How many guesses would I have to give you before you got to Jarvis Landry?
I seen that earlier, and it confused the heck out of me.
Rolling left, throwing to the middle of the field. Receiver open in the back of the end zone, and Newcastle punches another one in. (38-0) Newcastle on top. 7:59 left in the third. Fake the run to the right, roll out to the left on the bootleg. Guy coming back across the formation. Find that little zone. Good throw there by the quarterback.
Yeah, very pretty. These stadium lights are pretty cool, though. They
flashing light.
Yeah, after every score.
I can already hear it in your voice. You're gonna start begging for this soon.
Yeah, Duncan, we need this.
Yeah, we need this.
The new LED lights flashing, pretty cool.
Tell you a story about some LED lights in a second.
Okay.
Extra point up and good. Newcastle goes up 39. I was still covering Oklahoma at the time whenever they put the new stadium lights in at Memorial Stadium. And they had a big, I don't know, like a media event basically where they had, food and everything, and they invited the media to come out and kind of see all the stuff the lights could do. The very first time they kicked those bad, they're supposed to flash.
Yeah.
They kicked the bad boys off, try to kick them back on, through a breaker. I was like, I don't think this is how it's supposed to work, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that little deal that they're starting to do with stadium lights, it's really cool. You'll see a lot of stadiums doing it.
First place I saw do was Alabama.
Yeah, that's me too.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, before you know it, everybody will have it.
It's pretty low on my want list. I can come up with some other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm all for the glitz and glamour. Don't get that confused.
That's what the players like nowadays. All the youngsters, they like to look good, feel good, like all the lights, music.
Sawyer Rice is back there for the kick return. I was curious if we're going to see him returning kicks anymore. 7:59, third quarter.
He's a tough kid.
Yeah. All right, Newcastle gets in formation, as does Duncan. A little pooch kick. Calls for a fair catch at the 29-yard line.
Fair caught by number 6, Bladen Harper.
And that's where Duncan will get the ball. Starting this possession. Second possession of the second half. Saw some wheels from Sawyer in that first drive.
Yeah. Yeah, if he can get loose, he's the guy you want out there. And I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they do here. He's banged up. We'll see if they keep designing some of these quarterback runs for Sawyer, or if we'll just hand it off to Tavion. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. I don't want to play favorites by any stretch, but I know Jackson Pogue worked really hard to get back, so I'd like to see him have a moment.
Yeah, for sure.
Sawyer with the snap. Fakes it to Tavion, rolling left. He's got Badowski out there. A little bit too far in front of the tight end or fullback. Falls short. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Crew little off balance there. Falls down as the ball comes in. Couldn't quite catch it.
Couldn't quite bring it in.
Nope. I was watching Jackson Pogue the whole time. That was the route. He was open. I was hoping they'd go to him.
Lining up again. Badowski still in at tight end. This time they're going to hand it to Holland. Badowski's going to lead block, and that crackback block, and Holland with about 6.
Yeah, good
One of his better runs today.
Yeah. Just put your head down, run straight ahead. Good little seam there.
3rd and 5. Pogue going to switch sides of the formation. It was weird watching an entire offense just stare over at this,
Yeah.
just kind of in a freeze frame. All right, here we go. Pogue going to go from right to left. Little jet sweep motion. Ball high. Sawyer Rice going to throw it to Pogue. Pogue brings it in. Going to try to break through 2 tackles. Can't do it. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. That was some nifty ball handling there from Sawyer Rice to get back underneath control with that ball. Kind of lost it for a minute.
Good job by Jackson, bringing that ball in because it was backwards.
Yeah.
If that ball would have hit the ground, it would have been live.
39-0, Duncan trailing the Newcastle Racers, 6:44 left. Haven't seen Boston White on this drive offensively.
No, we sure haven't.
Pogue and CJ Warner over here. We're going to be rolling this direction. Warner running deep. That's where Sawyer Rice goes with it up the sideline. Warner tries to come back for it. Can't get underneath it. Just a little too short.
Yeah, a little too short.
Good effort there from Warner, though.
Yeah. Ball came out a little wobbly, but CJ made good adjustment there. He tried to do everything he could to come back to the ball and pull it in. Just a little too short.
Yep. Tried to get underneath it. Couldn't quite get there. So Newcastle's going to take back control. 6:16 left. All right, Newcastle takes the field. Here I am. Taylor Bradford in the backfield. I feel like this music is right up your alley tonight, Cody.
It is. I like it. It's got me pumped up.
Bradford going from left to right. Makes a man miss. He's into
There
the
he goes.
backfield. Out to the end zone. Bradford, 34 yards. Touchdown for Newcastle.
Yeah, I bet they're really happy to have that kid back. He is a very good running back.
I mean, just one little jump cut and gone, man.
Yeah. Got a real long stride.
And what's so bizarre is earlier he was really walking around gingerly, and then they put the ball in his hands, and that kid's a rocket.
I knew a lot of kids like that. They'd walk around real slow, slow motion, and then bam, as soon as they get the ball or need to run, they fly.
Almost get a block there, but can't quite get it. Extra point is good. 46-0. Newcastle on top of the Duncan Demons. All right, this is Duncan Demon Football brought to you by Sparklight.
Having unlimited internet from Sparklight? It's like bellying up to an all-you-can-see digital buffet and indulging in endless cat videos without getting a single data cramp. Or binge watching all your favorite shows without having to pay more. That's a lot of internet. And now, Sparklight is offering ultra-fast, reliable 1 gig internet for just $39 a month for 6 months. Get wall-to-wall Wi-Fi with unlimited data. Call or visit sparklight.com/savings. Sparklight, a new breed in high speed.
All right, Duncan Demon Football. Cody Wade and Chisholm Holland back with you here in the second half. Third quarter, 6:07 left. Who's next on the docket here? Let me check my schedule. No, we'll be back at home, which will feel good after a couple of weeks of travel.
Southeast next week.
Southeast.
Homecoming, yep.
Oh, I can't wait to see you dressed up for homecoming, Cody.
Oh, I'm going to dress up with the little bow tie, suit.
You a bow tie guy?
No, I'm not. I'm not even a tie guy.
I'm about to say, you strike me as the suit jacket with the one button undone on the dress shirt.
You got it right on the money.
Yeah. See, if I look like you, I'd have the one button undone. I can't do that.
Yeah, it'll be a big night. Back at home, we've been on the road 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Tonight was Newcastle's homecoming.
Yeah, I was talking this week earlier. Kickoff, little pooch kick. That one, again, fair caught, about 31 this time. I was talking this week, we were supposed to play Guyman.
Right.
They would have had to rent me a plane to get out to Guyman. Holy cow.
There's that
There's
drive.
a long ways.
They'd have to come here. Like that. Like
you guys live out there. Y'all come down here.
Like a 4-hour trip or more.
Well, that's one of those things. Like, how unconventional would it be for us to go, hey, let's just play on a neutral site. Let's just both, let's just both meet halfway. Well, our own little version of the Red River rivalry here, Guyman and Duncan.
Yeah.
Let's save ourselves the trip. 6:07 left in the third quarter. Big formation here, multiple tight ends for Duncan. They're going to hand it off to Holland. Holland's going to go right there behind the center, fall down at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I got a feeling we're going to see a lot of Tavion the rest of this game.
See, we haven't seen a lot of rotation in the running back position.
No, not at all this year.
I'm going to say, I don't know, trying to think of who would be the guy who'd come in.
I know Zion Butler's listed as a running back, and
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he is.
I trust you. Sawyer Rice snap a little low, but he able to grab it. I think he might have jammed his finger. Gets it off to Tavion. Tavion stopped about a yard behind the line of scrimmage. Sawyer kind of nursing that left hand. 5:22 left.
Krubudowski, he's also listed as a running back, but yeah, you just haven't seen Desmond Elliott also.
Okay.
You just haven't seen anybody really run the ball except for Sawyer and Tavion this year.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Sawyer Rice in the shotgun. Ball snap, 8 seconds left on the play clock. Sawyer keeps it, tries to make a man miss out there, uses his speed to get out to about the 32. He's going to gain a couple yards, yard and a half. And that's going to be fourth down.
Yeah, 3 straight run plays there for the Demons. It's going to put them 3 and out here.
Behind the sticks.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to line up for a punt. Not the little pooch punt formation we saw in the first half. He's deep on this one. We're going to wait. 4:20 left on the clock. Now the punter calls for it. Up in the air. It's a good punt. Going to make it way to the opposite 40. They're waiting. It's Tavion who swings and misses there, but now he's brought down.
Bladen Harper on the tackle. Yeah, good job by Bladen.
Bladen's been a little all over the place today.
He has. He had a lot of tackles last week too. He's been playing good.
Good job for Bladen.
Yeah.
4:06 left. Newcastle going to take possession here. Looks like we got the same starting crew out there for Newcastle. 3-4 defense. Off trots Onyx Mayfield. Jackson Pogue back in the back of this defense, along with Bladen Harper up there in the linebacking core, Krubudowski. Things shift around. Shoot at the field, see if they can bring down Bradford. They can't, makes a man miss. Now he's going to bounce a little bit further outside. Jackson Pogue trying to corral him, force him back inside. Finally gets him out of bounds to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, just Zion Butler missed the tackle up early around the line of scrimmage, and just a bunch of arm tackles going on right now. Demons definitely looking a little tired out there.
Defense been out there a lot this evening.
Yeah.
So we're up here on the top of the press box, which Cody would tell you is better than sitting in the stands with the home fans.
Yep.
But the problem is we're up here by the lights, so I'm starting to get bugs.
By the lights and the speakers.
Yeah.
It's really loud up here.
All right, ball snap, Newcastle right up the gut. Brought down. That's Zion. Zion drags him down. Going to get to the 25-yard line, gain of 2 for Newcastle. 2nd and 8. Newcastle still moving with a little bit of tempo here. Line back up. Duncan, they're going to call for encroachment?
What?
I don't feel like they got over.
No.
Yeah, they're going to give it to him. I don't know who got over the line, though.
I didn't see anybody.
I mean, don't get me wrong, they definitely thought about it. But going to move them up 5 yards. Second and 8 turns into 2nd and 3 very quickly. 2-by-1 set. Quarterback already ready for it. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. They're going to run right up the gut again. Brought down immediately there by Bladen Harper.
Good
That's
job.
right at the first down marker, and I hope on everything I love we don't measure this.
He's brought down by number 6, Bladen Harper.
Looks to me like they should be. Okay, they're going to. It looks right on it. Guess he's going to be a.
He's going to call for a measurement.
Gosh, yeah.
Like
it's really close.
As soon as he started walking back, I was like, oh, he's not going to eyeball this. All right, let's get a measurement.
Looks like we'll have an official's timeout for a measurement.
You ever been a part of a chain gang?
I have.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to do some of the middle school games for Duncan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You worked your way up from middle school chain gang to here.
Yeah, sure did.
And your prize was having to work with me on a road game in
I
Newcastle.
was on the verge of being part of the varsity chain gang, but I decided to come hang out with y'all.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Yeah, my Uncle Donnie actually has been running the chain gang for Duncan. Oh gosh, it's been over 20 years.
Really?
Yeah, he's been a lifer out there. So
good for him. Good for him.
Generators, when you lose power, even if it's just for a few hours, life is disrupted. At Blackout Generator, we will install and service your Generac automatic standby generator.
All right, let's see.
Family from whatever Oklahoma storms may bring.
Pull them tight, guys.
Call to schedule your new generator installation today at 405.
My guys, we can put a man on the moon, and we're still measuring this crap with chains. First down.
it is right on it.
I mean, it is
they
right on it.
They couldn't have eyeballed that. I mean, come on.
It cracks me up sometimes. So, I'm not even like a laser in the football kind of a guy. You know what I mean? I think it's complicated. But what I've never understood is why the first down marker doesn't have a laser. It can just shoot straight. You know what I mean? On stuff like that.
You figure that.
You know what I mean? It's
this
like,
day and age,
the laser is
would.
showing on the ball. Okay, so the ball's past
Right.
it. Got it. Let's move on. You know what I mean? I feel like that specifically I've never quite understood. Wide receiver screen over to the right side. He's going to cut inside and then up the sideline, make a couple people miss, work his way to the end zone, falls in.
Touchdown!
Newcastle putting another one on the board. They're going to line up for the extra point here. Wide receiver screen.
Yeah, Newcastle. They're showing no.
Well, they're 0-3.
Yeah, well, I get it. They're not letting up one bit. They want to. They lost 3 in a row. They want to put some points on the board and get their kids excited and feeling good about themselves.
Yeah.
Number 81, Tobias Pfeiffer set to kick.
All right. Let's see what Tobias Pfeiffer's got for us. This kid is dressed like a mechanic running the flag.
He'll change your oil.
Yeah. Do you think there's any – kick is good. Do you think there's any planet that kid can actually change my oil?
A what?
How many of those
A
kids in
kid?
the student section percentage do you think could change oil?
0.
0.
Maybe, okay.
There's got to be one farm kid over
yeah.
there. I know we're in Newcastle.
I bet there's a couple.
There's a couple of kids over there, but it's not more than 10%. There ain't no way. There ain't no way. You change your own oil?
I went and got my oil changed yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
See, I'm not that guy either. No shame in that.
Yeah, not at all.
My friend Mike Steely would say, "Hi-yo, hire it out." I'll do a lot of things, but man, that oil stuff, I'm good.
Too
I'm
much
good on
work.
car mechanics.
Yeah, Demon fans still holding strong over there on the visiting side.
Yeah, I find the construction theme for the student section funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Palm and cheerleaders wearing
Yeah.
pink vests.
They did this last year, and I said, so, like, what is, like, I understand it's construction, but, like, what is, like, the tagline, you know what I mean? And they go, what do you mean? And I was like, what is the theme? Like, other than just, like, wearing construction stuff. And they go, no, we're just wearing construction stuff. I was like, okay, sorry.
They just want to do it.
yeah, it's like, okay, got it. I was like, I thought it was, like, building a road to victory, or, you know what I mean? Something like that. They go, oh, no, we didn't think about it like that.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Got it. Cody, if you pay attention, you might get yourself a Newcastle T-shirt. This girl over here has a cannon.
Ain't no way they can throw it up
That
here.
girl just threw it to the back row. They can't get it up here. Well, that girl got it to the very last row of this home bleachers.
Impressive.
Have you seen those videos of that girl who goes like to WNBA games and stuff and throws T-shirts into like the 300s?
Yes, that's very.
Blaine Harper going to bring
Very
that one in.
impressive.
Tackled immediately at the 27-yard line.
Blaine Harper on the return. He's brought down number 22.
Bladen Harper getting
Walk away.
a lot of chances to return the ball tonight.
A little frustration here from Duncan. That's Elijah Willis over here talking with Newcastle. But yeah, that girl's amazing. She just rears back. I mean, it's unbelievable. We were talking about this earlier about the mascot, Rumble.
Yeah.
Also, just a cannon. Those guys are so athletic, guys or gals, whoever Rumble is. But
yeah, all those mascots at the pro levels
Yeah.
in any sport are very, very impressive, very athletic.
I just remember my first Thunder game I went to, and the Rumble was walking down the railing. And I was like, there's just no way the insurance covers that. Tavion going to that left side, got a big hole. Gets through it, meets a man, about 9 yards past the line of scrimmage, falls forward to the 10. Don't measure this, just give it to him.
Yeah, right. Yeah, good run by Tavion. One of his probably his best run of the night. He had a couple other good
All right,
runs.
they're going to
They
give him
were
the first down.
called back by a penalty, but good job by Tavion.
2:19 left, clock running. First down for Tavion Holland. That's a good run. Good blocking up front, too.
All we want to do is improve and get better. As much
You
as
and
we-
me?
As much as we can. No, these
I'm
guys.
past my prime, Cody.
These guys out here.
Tavion swallowed up behind the line. We got 2 flags,
Number 8, Tavion Holland on the run.
both near the tackle site. That might be a face mask or a hold.
He's brought down by number 58, Braden Cantrell. There's a flag on the play.
Let's see what we got. We're going to be
All right.
marching it this way. We didn't even get a signal, did we?
I never saw one.
Face mask
Got to
on
be a
the
face
Raiders.
mask.
Okay.
They both throw it kind of right there at the tackle box, so it's what it had to be.
Yeah, face
Yep.
mask, yeah.
I'm glad we marked the ball off before we signal what the penalty is.
Right.
All right, we're at the 49-yard line. Duncan driving. Big Tavion run there. Now a penalty from Newcastle. 1:56 left. Clock a ticking. In the shotgun. Sawyer hands it to Tavion. Falls into a bear of Newcastle defense right there into the teeth. Gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by number 76,
It's going to be 2nd and 10.
Lozano.
Yeah, Tavion run up the middle, just hit the wall. A wall of racers.
A wall of racers.
Yeah, and Billy McClendon getting his first start at the guard position.
We've seen him almost exclusively on offense today.
Yeah. I don't think he's been in a defense once. I think they went to that 3-4 defense this week, so that pulls a man off the front there, and I think he's the guy that they decided to move over to the offense.
Sawyer looking. Throws it over there through the hands of the freshman. That's C.J. Warner again. He's been targeted a lot this afternoon. That was just a little bit too far outside. Clock's going to stop with 59 seconds left in the third. 3rd and 10.
Yeah, just a little out of CJ's reach, and I like CJ. I think he's a good little receiver. I've seen him play middle school. He's super fast. He can catch the ball well. So him as a freshman getting some experience out here these last couple weeks, I think that's really good for him.
Absolutely. Ball snap. Gets it to Tavion. 3rd and 10. Tavion's going to plow forward for a couple. Going to make it about 4th and 8.
Number 8, Tavion
Yeah,
Holland.
I think CJ, once he gets, next year as a sophomore and junior, you'll see a lot of touches for him. I think he'll be one of your big playmakers up at the varsity level here in a couple years. I think.
Play clock got started. It's about 9-second difference between the game clock and the play clock. So Duncan can take this all the way down to 9. It's 4th and 8. They're lining up like they're going to go for it on the plus side of the 50. Ball snapped. Sawyer looking. Throwing deep down the sideline. Too far. Out of bounds. 20 seconds left. Turnover on downs. Newcastle will take possession here.
Number 8, Caden Longman on the coverage.
Yeah, Demons just have not been able to get in a rhythm offensively tonight.
Yeah, passing game has been
Yeah, it's been a little shaky.
a little shaky. Running game's been a little shaky. But here we are, big rotation here for Duncan. Seen a lot of guys rotate in on the defensive side of the football. Newcastle's going to have it at the 47, where they start their third possession of the second half. 19 seconds left in the third quarter. Still the starters for Newcastle. No, I take that back.
Yeah, looks to be some subs.
Yeah, new quarterback for sure. Ball snap. He pulls it. He's looking to run. Met by Jason Kortmeyer, brings it down at the 49. 2-yard gain for the Racers. I assume that's going to... Oh, there's a flag. We'll stop the clock. We're going to bump them back 10 yards. That does stop the clock. All right. Line back up again. 1st and 20. Man in motion. Pistol formation here. Ball snap. Hand to the running back, and he's swallowed up in the backfield. Boston White, or is that?
Bladen Harper.
Bladen Harper, man.
Yeah. He's had a good game tonight.
He's had a great game.
Yeah.
That's the end of the third quarter. We'll take a timeout with them. This is Duncan Demon Football, brought to you by Sparklight.
What's it like having unlimited internet from Sparklight? It's like bellying up to an all-you-can-see digital buffet and indulging in endless cat videos without getting a single data cramp. Or binge watching all your favorite shows without having to pay more. That's a lot of internet. And now, Sparklight is offering ultra-fast, reliable 1 gig internet for just $39 a month for 6 months. Get wall-to-wall Wi-Fi with unlimited data. Call or visit sparklight.com/savings. Sparklight, a new breed in high speed.
All right, welcome back, Duncan Demon Football, heading into the fourth quarter. Duncan trying to make their way back out there onto the field. Newcastle is going to have possession here. It's going to be second and a ways. I'm going to really do some math here. Holy cow. I'll say 20, 25-ish.
Yeah, 24 maybe.
All right. Newcastle, new quarterback, new running back. I can't speak for the offensive line, truthfully. Not keeping track. Newcastle snaps it. They're going to hand it off to the left, immediately eaten up in the backfield by a Duncan Demon run defender. That Bladen Harper again. Good tackle for loss there. First down marker is on the opposite 43. Right now, Newcastle's on the 28. We got a long ways to go. About 30 yards. Scoreboard guy's done. He's not even trying.
Yeah, he still got first down up there.
First down at 20. Yeah, it's about 3rd and 30. Or sorry, 2nd and 30. Newcastle in the shotgun. Timeout. Newcastle's going to take a timeout. 11:17 left.
Timeout, Newcastle.
Clock's going to stop. Well, Cody, you going to the game?
Which game?
Oklahoma's not at home this week, are they?
Nah, they're
at
at
Auburn. They're at
Auburn.
Auburn. They're at Auburn. You're going to a road game, though, here in a few weeks.
Yeah, we're going to go, me and some buddies are going to take a trip over to Oxford.
Oxford,
and
that's
go watch OU versus
That's
Ole Miss.
That's right. I knew there was a road game coming for you.
Yeah, we want to experience the Grove, I guess. That's the big tailgate area.
Yeah.
So we're definitely going to go experience that.
There is a beverage that they only serve to people of age that's famous in the Grove, and I'm trying to remember what the name of it is.
You should definitely let me know.
There's something they only make there. It's like their thing. Gosh, what is the name of it?
Oh, is it like a hot toddy or is it like it's something? I'm gonna look that up because I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, they have some drink that they all make in the Grove. I can't remember what it is. Pass incomplete there for Newcastle. Still gonna be 3rd and 30.
Hotty Toddy.
Hotty Toddy.
Yeah.
Hotty Toddy. You were
Yep,
close.
that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, because they had the whole song. I watched Oklahoma State play Ole Miss in a bowl game. I can't remember which one it was, in New Orleans on New Year's Day. And me, my dad, and my brother bought tickets a couple days before, like on an impulse.
Mm-hmm.
Ball snap. Looking left. Working back to the right. Might be able to get a sack here, and they do. Zion Butler going to bring him down close to the 16. We do have a flag down. Another flag. A little chippiness now. Onyx Mayfield and some Newcastle racers talking. We bought these tickets a couple days before the game, so we drove down there the day before, stayed in a hotel. You know, we were like, hey, we got great tickets. This is going to be amazing. What an amazing price. What a fun. Dude, we were dead center in the alumni section for Ole Miss.
Oh, gosh.
And when I tell you we heard that Hotty Toddy song, I mean, it had to have been 50 times. Had to have been.
What bowl game was it?
Over. I can't remember which one it was. It was on New Year's Day. It was Ole Miss and Oklahoma State.
I remember them playing.
I can't remember what bowl game it was, though. But, I mean, it was in Oklahoma. I know Oklahoma was playing in the college football playoff that year, and they played a couple days before in the playoff game. But, yeah, I can't remember what game it was. But, I mean, there we are. We're in the world's brightest orange, just getting booed. I mean, just for an entire game.
I bet they were hounding y'all.
Oh, yeah. I've gone to Dallas, right, and worn an Eagles jersey and all that stuff, and nothing has come close to what those Ole Miss fans did to me.
Wow. So you're telling me I probably shouldn't wear my OU jersey.
I'm telling you, they have been the most vicious fans I've ever encountered. Not like they don't say anything hateful, but I mean, they were unrelenting. They were unrelenting. And, you know, Ole Miss just beat the dog cuss at Oklahoma State that day. Now, if I remember right, I think that win actually got vacated and gave into Oklahoma State because Ole Miss had recruiting violations.
Okay.
So, in the record books, we won. But let me tell you, as the man in the stadium, Oklahoma State got their butts kicked.
Well, I'm going to think twice about wearing my Drake Stoops jersey.
Hey, Drake Stoops might have to suit up for the Rams here pretty quick the way they're losing guys.
I hope he does. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, God, he's on their practice squad, and I think they're down 4 receivers right now. They're like OU. All right, we got a lot of penalties, a lot of unsportsmanlike penalties.
Yeah, 2.
2 on Newcastle.
No flags on the racers.
Nothing on Duncan. I almost said Oklahoma. Nothing on Duncan, it looks like. So, I mean, again, I don't know if this in college this would be half the distance to the goal. But, yeah, they're going to mark it off halfway. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Duncan. And then we're going to mark it.
Jeez, this is going to be – oh, I can't – there's no way we can do this, man.
Why did we do that? We walked backwards X amount and a half yards and then walked forward 15 yards.
Oh, we got to get our steps in.
So, I mean, so technically Newcastle gained yardage on that exchange because they can't go back 15. It's half distance.
It says 3rd and 28 on the scoreboard.
Yeah, here we are. Here we are. It's 4th down. All that for Newcastle to punt.
28.
11:05. Again, you're looking at the scoreboard.
I know, man.
Trust your chain gang brother down there. He knows what's going on.
I can't add that much.
Oh, it is a long ways.
Mathematician.
A long ways. 4th and a long ways. Punt's going to get off. Oh, it's a good kick.
Really good punt.
It's going to make it at least to the 40. It's going to bounce. It's going to take a Newcastle bounce down to the 25. Keep rolling. Down to the 22 is where Duncan will start.
Great punt by number 46.
Yeah, the trick on that stuff, Cody, is you just say 4th and a country mile, I think is what people say.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah, 4th and a country mile. All right, 23-yard line where Duncan's going to get things started. 10:41 left in the 4th quarter.
Looks like Duncan's going to keep their starters out there and keep trying to put in some work here. See if they can get something going.
I mean, I think Coach Terry would be the first guy to tell you they don't have a ton of depth.
Right.
And so
yeah.
There's only so many choices you got. Sawyer Rice hands it to Tavion. Tavion working that left side, going to cut back towards the middle of the field. Meets the nose tackle, but he's going to come up with about 4 yards there.
Yeah, good run on 1st down there by Tavion.
Good run on Tavion. 10:30, clock ticking. He's the one guy who I should never get his name wrong. I should get Holland right every time.
No relation there?
No relation.
Okay.
Well, none that I know of. Family trees go back a long ways.
Yeah, they do.
You know, there's a place in Duncan where they can pull your family tree for free.
Really?
Yeah, the Duncan Public Library has like a secondary site, and that's all they do.
Huh.
I learned about this recently, that you can go there and, you know, if you're willing to wait the time, they'll do your ancestry for you, which is cool.
Is it free?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to have to do that.
Yeah, that's what I said, too. I was like, you know,
Very cool.
be interesting to know. Because I ain't got a clue, Cody.
Oh,
I got no clue where anybody's from.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I know my mom was born in Bowie, Texas.
Hey, world's biggest knife, Bowie, Texas.
Really?
Yeah. You haven't driven through Bowie recently.
No, not recently. I mean, I drive through there on the way to like Dallas and stuff.
Well, they got that, that giant knife right there by the highway. It's a claim to fame.
Maybe I just don't pay attention.
It's like a 25-foot tall knife right by the highway.
Wow. I've totally whiffed on that.
It's their thing.
I'll be looking for it next time I drive through.
Yeah. Once you get past the Chicken Express, right when you get outside of town, there it sits. Tavion Holland going from left to right, trying to outrun a man to the sideline. Can't do it. Loses the ball. But he's definitely down. It's going to be 4th and short. 4th and a yard and a half. We'll see how we line up. I think we got Jackson Wisdom out there. First time I think I've seen him on offense tonight.
Yeah.
He saw some run against Shawnee last week.
Yeah, he played quite a bit last week.
Krubadowski playing tight end, fullback, whatever you want to call it, wing T there. Counter play to Tavion. Tavion stutter steps, eating up in the backfield. Ball's loose. Newcastle picks it up. They're going to return it. No play dead. They're going to get a touchdown. Touchdown Newcastle. Second fumble of the day for Tavion.
All the Demons thought he was down, but it was kind of hard to tell from up here.
It is. We're right there in that pile.
And he was definitely getting brought down, and the ball came out. It was just too close to tell whether he was down or not.
So can I tell you something?
Of course.
Why are they not the Knights? I don't care. Like, it doesn't hurt my feelings. Whatever. But, I mean, their name is Newcastle. They're like, they're right there. You know, if you're the Knights, Castle, Knights, Dragons, right? There's so many options with Castle.
Yeah, that would go perfect with the town name.
Yeah.
Racers,
maybe I'm sure there's probably a reason of some kind for it, but.
Yeah.
I just always thought that they should have leaned in somehow to the Castle name. Because they have a flag down here that says, "Welcome to the Castle." That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It is.
Yeah. But who am I? Just a man who makes graphics to put on social media. I don't need to be
just a man from Marlow.
Just a man from Marlow. Man from Stevens County. A man who watches a lot of Mickey Mouse with a 2-year-old, so maybe I don't need to be making those choices. You got a lot to look forward to in the kids' television, man.
I do. She's not quite into.
No, I mean she won't be for a while.
She'll zone out on the football games I watch.
Yeah, yeah.
She really hasn't gotten into her own show yet.
Enjoy that, because that changes. Once they start having opinions, you're not watching football anymore by choice. I remember that first year though. I watched a lot of football, and a lot of basketball with my son.
I got a trainer, man. I got to get her to where she just wants to watch football. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, I can't tell you though. There's been a few, he kind of rotates. It's like one show, that's all he wants to watch. One show for a few months, and then it's a different show and different show.
Bluey.
Bluey was a big hit for a long time. We loved that. Bluey's actually not a half bad show to watch as an adult. There have been some duds. Right now he's watching something called Pupstruction, which is dogs doing construction work. Let me tell you. Just about as mind-numbing as you can imagine.
That's funny.
Caught there, up the sideline. Gets up to the 41-42, steps out of bounds. Let's see, he's going to be about the 47. I'm sorry, not 42.
I think Bladen Harper's gotten every kickoff return this half.
I think they're targeting our guy, Bladen.
Game. Doing a good job.
Did a great job. Another time that Duncan is near the 50-yard line after a kick return. 8:26 left. But, yeah, Pupstruction. But, no, we'll enjoy Bluey. Mickey Mouse, I can take it or leave it. But, I mean, there's been some things that I've just had to go, no, son, we're not watching that.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't do it. Can't do it.
They put a lot of questionable things out there nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah, we just do Disney Plus. I don't know if that's – we just assume. Like I said, he's never just watching by himself either. We're always hanging out. But Yeah, so you get to look forward to watching a lot of goofy shows. You get to say colors a lot, count to 10.
Yeah.
Yep, get to do that over and over.
All right.
Yep. All right, Sawyer Rice. Sends our guy Hernandez in motion. Runs that way. He's going to fall down, take the sack.
Good choice.
8:13 left.
Brought down to the backfield by number 31, Thomas.
Snap was a little bit off.
Yeah, kind of threw out that timing. Looks like he had a couple of routes that are kind of breaking towards that sideline that maybe he's supposed to be looking at, but didn't really have a chance to get there.
He's been pressured all night.
He has. He has. All right. Sawyer handed off to Tavion up the middle. Blows through one tackle. Gets up to that second level. 7:36 and the clock rolls. Tavion gets back some of that loss, but not all of it. It's going to be 3rd and 15.
Good job by Billy McClendon there, kind of doing a good job of blocking down there and opening that hole up for Tavion.
Got to be mean on that guard position.
Yep.
Used to work with a guy who said guards should be the meanest players you have on your football team. Sawyer keeps it after the fake, looking upfield, throws it to Boston White. White makes a man miss, falls forward, gets a first down by about a yard. Oh, they're going to spot him right on the line. Oh, come on. They're going to give him the first down, though. They shorted him a yard. 6:56. I'm right on this yard line.
Yep.
They shorted him a yard. 6:56, first down, Duncan.
That might have been Boston's
First catch
of the night.
I think so.
Man.
Hernandez out here closest to us. Sawyer gets the ball, hands it to Tavion. Tavion makes a man miss, falls forward up to the 43. Good job there by Tavion. Another good, strong run. Opening a set of downs here. Get second and about 4.
Love to see the positive yards picked up on first down.
Yeah.
That clock's a ticking down to 6 minutes, 20 seconds.
All right, Sawyer Rice standing in the backfield. Looks to his right. Sends a man in motion. Ball snap. Hand it to him on the jet sweep. He's going to get around, into round. Tavion Holland trying to get him to the edge. Can't quite do it. He's going to get a yard. I think if he follows Tavion, though, he's got to try to bounce that a little bit too far outside, I think.
Yeah. Boston doing a good job out there. Just couldn't quite hold his block long enough by the time Hernandez got there. Man, I should have brought a hoodie tonight.
I got one.
That's
you want
right.
it?
No, that's okay.
You're too tough to wear another man's hoodie?
Yeah, but that's all right. We're almost done. Yeah, it's starting to get that time of year where it's going to be starting to get chilly.
Hand off to Tavion. Counter play going to the left. He's going to fall forward right at the line. Let's see if they measure this one if they give it to him.
Got an injured Newcastle man down.
Hey, they're going to give it to us. Let's take it. First down, Duncan. 2 consecutive first downs here. Official timeout. Got a hurt Newcastle player on the field. We'll take a timeout with them. This is Duncan Demons Football, brought to you by Sparklight.
What's it like having unlimited internet from Sparklight? It's like bellying up to an all-you-can-see digital buffet and indulging in endless cat videos without getting a single data cramp. Or binge watching all your favorite shows without having to pay more. That's a lot of internet. And now, Sparklight is offering ultra-fast, reliable 1 gig internet for just $39 a month for 6 months. Get wall-to-wall Wi-Fi with unlimited data. Call or visit sparklight.com/savings. Sparklight, a new
Ben Rogers for Newcastle is going to make his way off the field. Glad to see him upright. Does have a limp. Making his way back to the sideline. Never like to see anybody down on the turf.
Nope, sure don't. Never, never, never.
Never, never, never. What's the worst injury you ever had?
The worst injury I ever had?
Yeah.
Broken collarbone
Oh,
junior year.
Yeah, that's up there. That's up there.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Sawyer Rice still has a tight end on that right side. Now we're going to run the clock. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Tavion on the counter. They're going to hand it back to him. Slips through a couple of tackles, makes his way near that first down marker. It's going to be close. Right there at the 25. He's going to be about a yard short. Another good run there for Tavion on first down. 4:49 left. Hernandez, Boston White, near side. Krubadowski going to get to that same side. Sawyer Rice, Tavion Holland. Line up, take the snap, hand to Tavion right up the gut. Tavion's going to spin. He's going to get a first down and then driven backwards. They are going to give him forward progress for the first down there. 4:16 left.
Yeah, good job, Tavion, getting a lot of good positive yards, a lot of good carries this drive.
Absolutely. Oh, Newcastle just told that kid to sit down.
Oh, my gosh.
Got another player down for Newcastle. I don't know if he was trying to hobble off, and so they told him just to go down instead. .416. How you feeling about the Auburn game?
I was feeling good until they announced all the injury report that they released now with the Big Ten and SEC. But yeah, all the receivers OU's got out, especially their star receiver Deion Burks. It's gonna be tough.
Sure.
I think.
Sure.
But OU's defense gives them a good chance to win the game, and they got a freshman quarterback coming in, Hawkins. So we'll see if he can spark the offense a little bit. And Auburn's not a great team either. You know, they got a couple losses to Arkansas and Cal.
Sure.
So both of them games were lost at home. So we'll see if OU can go in there and get a win on the road, their first SEC road game, and go into the bye week next week and try to get healthy for they go down to the Cotton Bowl against Texas.
Lots of Duncan athletics this upcoming week. On Monday, the 30th, it'll be senior night for the softball team as they play Marlowe. Tavion up the center. He's going to get a couple there, 2nd and 8. So softball will be having senior night on Monday night. So you want to make sure you make it out to Demon Stadium for that. That'll be a good one. Duncan volleyball travels on the road to Altus on Tuesday. Then on Thursday, Duncan volleyball actually comes here to Newcastle, and softball goes to Norman North. Duncan softball did end up 2nd in their conference, so they're going to be hosting a regional whenever the postseason play rolls around.
Cool.
And then, as Cody mentioned earlier, Friday is homecoming against Southeast. And then on Saturday, I'll be helping my brother move into his new home. Tavion Holland from left to right, trying to make a man miss, get to that edge, can't do it. He's going to get up to the 20-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 7. I'm at the age now, Cody, that I don't help anybody move unless I'm related to them.
I'm with you. Moving is not fun.
You better be showing up to my Thanksgiving if I'm going to help you move. 3:10 left, clock ticking.
No more home volleyball games this year? Or those?
They have one more. It's actually the week after next.
Okay.
It'll be their senior night. I'm trying to remember who they play. They play Cash. Their post. I just transparently, I don't totally understand how their postseason stuff works. It's based off a ranking system, which is done by coaches all across the state. It's not done by like conference record or anything like that.
Okay, that's weird.
So yeah, so there's automatic bids though if you win your conference. So there's this whole convoluted thing. And so Coach Lar tried to explain it to me one day, and I said, I'm sorry. I'm too stupid. There's no way I'll be able to keep all this straight. But right now, we know that Duncan will be in the postseason. We just don't know where or when they'll be playing. But we're supposed to find that out hopefully sometime next week.
Any good chance of hosting?
Yeah, I think they have a good chance of hosting for
Good.
sure. At least the first round. 4th down and 5. But we'll see. We'll see. They did lose last week to Lawton MacArthur. So that throws a little bit of a monkey wrench into things. Sawyer looking to that right side. Got a man in the end zone. Open.
Got it.
He brings it in. Duncan with a touchdown.
Pass is complete to number 21.
That's Jackson Wisdom.
Yeah, Jackson Wisdom.
Making his way out there for the Demons. Catches his first touchdown this year. Good for him. Puts Duncan on the board.
Yeah, he was super pumped about it.
Yeah, he
So,
was.
Very excited for him.
I'm pumped for him.
Yeah.
Jackson's a good kid.
Yeah, I think he's Rob's neighbor too.
Oh,
I think he is.
so he's fighting through adversity.
Yeah. Yeah, he's still over there pumped up, so that's real cool. It's always nice to score a touchdown.
Kick is up. It's good.
I do find it interesting they put that giant glass wall right behind the field goal.
I know, the ball hits it every time.
Every time. Every time. There you go, Duncan on the board. First 7 points of the ball game. Good for them, good for the offense. A lot of running by Tamion Holland, marched their way there. But yeah, so we got a lot going on. Cross-country regionals, pardon me, about 3 weeks away. And so we'll see the men's and women's team have had great seasons. Participate in that. Full expectation. Both of them will make it to state, which would be the week after. Then really fall sports are all over besides football. That'll give us a couple more weeks, and then we have a little bit of a gap before the basketball season starts, and that's when the real fun begins.
Yeah, basketball, wrestling. So
Yep. Yep. Swimming will actually get started, I think, later this upcoming October is when their season starts, and swimming lasts forever. Swimming is like the longest sport of all the
Yeah.
sports. So they'll be going all the way up until April. So they get started pretty quick, too. So lots of things going on.
Yeah, it'll be exciting. It'll be Coach Givens and Coach Knox's second year.
Yeah.
So,
Obviously, this is Coach Gibbons' second stint at Duncan, but this will be his second year. Yeah, Coach Knox, his second year as well, who, ironically enough, one of his groomsmen is actually the athletic director here at Newcastle. They coached together over at, I'm going to get this wrong, I think it was Southmore. It might have been More High.
Okay.
But they coached together over there.
Cool.
Small world in the world of Oklahoma athletics.
is.
Everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
For goodness sakes, the play-by-play guy for Newcastle apparently tried to marry my great aunt.
Yeah, that story was interesting.
Everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
158 left in this ball game. Duncan gonna be kicking off. 2-man deep for the Racers. Again from this left hash, a little pooch kick. Fair catch at the 38. That's where Newcastle will start.
Fair catch by number 22.
I just noticed we can see downtown Oklahoma City from where we're standing.
We can. We can. And
cool.
I guess if everybody holds their word, the world's tallest skyscraper or whatever will be over there soon.
Yep. That'll
It's
be
not the world's tallest. It's the tallest in the United States, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be really cool right here in Oklahoma.
You
Who
buy
would've
that?
thought?
I don't think it's going to happen.
You don't think so?
I don't know. That's just a skepticism in me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's supposed to go.
It just feels so random,
Yeah, it does.
you know?
I think it's supposed to go up around the same time the new arena, maybe.
Oh, gosh, man. I'm fired up about that. Fired
Yeah.
up about that arena.
Yeah, that'll be super cool.
Yeah.
It'll help get a lot of better concerts to come into Oklahoma
Yeah.
City, and
Absolutely.
it'll be pretty cool.
158. Newcastle in the shotgun. They played with tempo all night. Looks like they're in the victory formation here, though.
Yeah.
That or the longest pistol formation I've ever seen. Oh, Duncan. Takes a knee. It's going to be second in a ways. There's a quarterback at one point in time that I covered that used to really hate taking knees because it brought his rushing average down.
Yeah.
And it was a very big deal behind the scenes of him and the coach because he would try to get the coach to put the backup quarterback in to go take the knees. 1:24 left, clock ticking.
Well, that's another, like we were talking about rules being different in the NFL, college, high school. If you take a sack in college, you know that goes towards
Your rushing total.
Yeah, your rushing total. In NFL, it doesn't.
Do you know why I know that?
Why?
NCAA football.
Okay.
Obviously.
Yeah. You been playing the new one?
Yeah. Yeah. You know, you're looking at a 3-time Heisman winner for South Carolina.
Nice.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I've been kind of going back and forth between it and Madden.
Okay.
So.
See, I just never got into the Madden for no real reason other than, again, my brain's not big enough to learn 2 games. I can only learn 1 game.
Yeah, the college game is pretty fun.
It is pretty fun. It is pretty fun. All right, one more knee here in about 5 seconds will do it. Newcastle going to walk away the victor, but Duncan will get a chance next week for homecoming. Should be a good one as well, as Duncan will be hosting Southeast next Friday at Halliburton Stadium. We hope to see you there. Again, quick update on the upcoming calendar for Duncan Athletics. Again, Monday night is senior night for softball, so we hope all of you can be there at Demon Stadium for that one. Volleyball will be traveling to Altus on Tuesday and Newcastle on Thursday. Softball makes the trek up to Norman North on Thursday. And again, homecoming here for football on Friday night. But that's going to do it for me and Cody Wade. Appreciate Rob Harvey taking the night off. Hope he won big out there at the Chisholm Trail Casino. We do got to give away our player of the game, brought to us by Sparklight. Cody, I think that Bladen Harper is a good runaway favorite there for us.
Yeah, no, I agree. Bladen Harper had a really good game.
Yeah, all right, Bladen Harper, our Sparklight player of the game. All right, this is Duncan Demon Football brought to you by Sparklight Chisholm on Cody Wade. We'll talk to you guys again on